gosh, we're on a 2-win streak. Oh, we're owning. Alright, we can't let ourselves down
When
here.
I think bighorns, I
We're on a
always
2-win
think of
streak.
that
We gotta keep
famous
it up.
opening scene for Marty Stauffer's Wild
We have to
America.
keep it win
We have
streak,
the
guys.
two males just boom.
If there was a way to
in the
dab
wild, they would break
in
into male and
Minecraft,
female groups outside
you guys
the
best
breeding
believe I'd be
season. Within
dabbing.
the male
Alright,
groups,
I'm
they would
gonna
start
let you guys know
jousting and
I would be
basically
dabbing,
establishing who was going to be the dominant animal to breed.
So what then is the ultimate goal
I'll
of
be
this
dabbing
species
on these Bed Wars.
It's to maintain
So guys,
a
I haven't played Bed
genetically
Wars in a
diverse
very,
population
very
within a
long time.
captive
So it's
setting,
gonna take
not
me a
only
little
for
bit to
exhibitry
realize how to play
and
again.
institutions, but
Alright,
also
hopefully there's something
in
new
event
in
of a
here. What
population
color am
crash
I?
in the wild population.
I am red. Alright, sweet, I'm red.
There is so much to experience at the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum, and more animal and plant species than we could ever pack into a single episode of Breaking Trail. From rescue animals to species survival plans, Arthur Pack and William Carr's original vision of a living museum has truly grown into one of the world's most renowned natural history and zoological establishments. Will, I can't thank you enough for taking the crew and I out here today. Truly a once-in-a-lifetime than we could ever pack into a single episode of Breaking Trail. From rescue animals,
But also in the event of a population crash in the wild. Amazingly well.
What's all about these sheep?
Well, these are desert bighorn, and they are native to the area, but we're also part of a captive breeding program with this species. We've just recently received a female from the Los Angeles Zoo. She had a lamb about 6 months ago, which continues our breeding program, but also both her and her mother are unrelated to our male, which means they can continue that captive breeding program here at the museum.
And this is the lamb right here, right?
Yep, this is the youngster, and she's done amazingly well.
When I think bighorns, I always think of that famous opening scene for Marty Stauffer's Wild America. We have the two males just boom, crushing heads with each other.
In the wild, they would break into male and female groups outside the breeding season, and within the male groups, they would start jousting and basically establishing who was going to be the dominant animal to breed.
So what then is the ultimate goal of this species survival plan?
It's to maintain a genetically diverse population within a captive setting, not only for exhibitry and zoological institutions, but also in the event of a population crash in a wild population.
there is so much to experience at the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum, and more animal and plant species than we could ever pack into a single episode of Breaking Trail. From rescue animals to species survival plans, Arthur Pack and William Carr's original vision of a living museum has truly grown into one of the world's most renowned natural history and zoological establishments. Will, I can't thank you enough for taking the crew and I out here today. Truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience to get behind the scenes and see all the amazing conservation and education work you guys are doing here. I had a fantastic time. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. If you thought that was one wild adventure, check out these other animal encounters. And don't forget, subscribe to follow me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail. This episode of Breaking Trail was brought to you by the Buy Power Card from Capital One. Every purchase brings you closer to a new Chevrolet, Buick. I'm Coyote Peterson, and that is the North American porcupine. As you can see, he's covered in quills. Get ready, we're about to enter the spike zone. This morning, the crew and I fueled up and set off down rugged mountain roads into the high country of Montana, where we would get the chance to work with one of the most common, and proudly, the second largest rodent in North America, the porcupine.
This is true porcupine territory right here. All these tall pines, hillsides, perfect place for them to be rummaging around in all this loose soil for roots and berries and all sorts of delicious porcupine treats.
These black and white forest dwellers may look adorable and cuddly, but as we all know, and I was about to experience, they're equipped with nature's reactive armor. Just beneath a layer of sensitive guard hairs, you will find thousands of barbed quills that will make any would-be predator think twice about considering the porcupine for an entree.
Now, I've never seen a porcupine before in the wild. I've never worked with a porcupine, so for me, this is going to be a really unique experience. Now, the reason I'm able to get so close to this porcupine is because it was actually raised in captivity. So this little guy is used to being around humans and sometimes cameras. Now, this is the second largest rodent that lives in North America, trumped only by its aquatic cousin, the beaver. Now, porcupines have incredible claws. They got 4 claws on the front and actually a vestigial thumb, which allows them to quickly climb up trees to evade predators. If you can't get to a tree in time, what they do is exactly this. Show the rump side and all those quills, you get your nose close to that, and it's gonna be a face full of spikes. Today my goal is to intentionally get quilled by a porcupine. Yes, you heard me right. I'm going to get quilled by a porcupine. I'm going to show you the right way to remove these painful, barbed quills from either yourself, or in most cases, from the snout of your curious pet. Now I'm being told that when I perform this example, I'm going to get close to 40 or 50 quills in the back of my hand. I hope you guys enjoy this at home. This will in no way cause any harm to the porcupine. Their quills are nothing more than modified hairs, and they continually grow over the life of the animal. The only one who's going to experience any discomfort is me. I'll tell you where you don't want to get quilled, in the face. That would be pretty bad. Alright, what I want to do is agitate those guard hairs, and then he should thrust his tail up into my hand. Are you ready? I love how I get myself into these things. 1, 2, ooh, yep, there we go. That's a handful of quills. Now the ones on the top of my hand really aren't that bad. It's those ones right there. Can you see how deep those are into my finger? It hurts to move my finger right now. I mean, I think they touch bone. It hurts a lot. I think most of them are gonna be pretty easy to get out. Those two are gonna be extremely painful. Well, I got a handful of quills here from my little friend the porcupine right there. I'm gonna show you guys how to get these out of either your hand or your dog. I have a feeling this is gonna be pretty painful. All right, come on, let's go. The one in my finger hurts so bad right now. Now, it's most likely that your dog is gonna get quilled by a porcupine. And you might think, oh, I'm just gonna pull that quill straight out. It's not gonna work. These have microscopic barbs on the end. And one of the cool techniques of the porcupine quill is that once it's in there, it works deeper and deeper and deeper. So you wanna get these out as quick as you possibly can. And I never recommend that you go out and get yourself quilled by a porcupine. And the reason that I did this today was to show you how to remove quills from your hand. And the reason that I snipped off the tops of all the quills is that it actually releases pressure inside of the quill, relaxes the barbs, and now they should release out of my hand a bit easier. And what I want to do is gently grab the quills, twist them, and pull straight up. I'm going to remove the ones that aren't as deep first. I want to get all those barbs and those little points out of there because they can cause an infection, and that's the last thing that I want to happen. If you were a mountain lion, bear, or coyote, you got a face full of these quills. I mean, it's debilitating. I barely move my hand, and these animals wouldn't be able to then go out and continue hunting. And I can see why eventually this could cause a large predator like that to die. Woo, my hand hurts. Okay, these are the last 3. It's not like a Band-Aid. And you don't just pull it off. You just pull these out, it's gonna rip all the skin out with it because of those tiny little microscopic barbs. Okay, I'm gonna twist and pull straight up. That's the goal. Oh, jeez. Ah, that hurt. Ah, you can see the blood pouring out now. You get that shot with the blood? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that really hurt. Okay. You good? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, that was like I could feel it pulling all the way out through the skin. Ow! Oh my goodness. Wow, I mean that was buried into my hand up to the white. That is a serious quill in my coyote paw. Moral of this story, do not get quilled by a porcupine. I hope you guys learned something here today. If you are ever quilled, snip off the top, it will release the pressure, grab, twist, and pull it out. I'm Coyote Peterson, be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. If you thought that was one wild adventure, check out these other animal encounters. And don't forget, subscribe to follow me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail. This episode of Breaking Trail was brought to you by the Buy Power Card from Capital One. Every purchase brings you closer to a new Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, or Cadillac vehicle.
So I just figured out a way to save a bunch of money on Amazon. Here's the deal. I don't know about you, but I buy everything on Amazon. I used to think that no matter what, I was always getting the best price. Turns out, I was wrong. So I've had this app called Honey for a while now. Honey is a free browser tool that automatically finds and applies the best coupon codes for you at checkout. I use it all the time, but since Amazon doesn't actually have coupon codes, I never thought to use it there. Then last week, I got my paycheck and decided to get the Nintendo Switch. I was about to add it to my cart, but then Honey popped up and showed me that another seller was offering it for $40 less. It even took into account tax, shipping, and Prime status to find me the cheapest option. I never would have even known that. Do yourself a favor and try it for yourself. It's free, takes zero effort, and you'll never overpay again.
So what you want to do is make friends with her. It's very important.
Who is her?
Her, she's Karen the Moose. She's an orphan. Moose, yeah, she's an orphan. His mother was killed along the Haines Highway, and the state called me and said, do you want to take her? She's got a 4-acre swamp.
Okay.
She came up here. I can hear her over there. So I've got these carrots, and I'm going to open a door, and then you just offer her a carrot, and she'll stuff it in her mouth, and then you should kiss her on the nose. This is very important. If she's not kissed, she'll feel like you don't like her, that she's not attractive, etc.
You're asking me to kiss a moose?
Yes.
Is it a baby moose?
No, this is not a baby moose.
This is a moose.
Well, she's 4 years old, you see.
Ooh, that's not a baby moose.
She's still growing.
Okay, well, let's go kiss a
Let's-
moose.
Let's take a look. Well, maybe. I don't know. You gotta follow me because she'll think something's wrong, okay? Here she is.
While on location in Alaska, we had the wonderful pleasure of spending several days working at Steve Kroshel's Wildlife Sanctuary, where we got up close with many different species, including mink, red fox, and of course, the highly anticipated wolverine. Steve has the incredible talent of being able to speak with animals, and for several days, he mentored me as I prepared to work with them. However, there's no preparation in the world for kissing a 400-pound moose, and before we knew it, the crew and I were face to face with Karen.
I give you this carrot. I split them up here because I got a few. And I'm gonna open this door and just stand right here, and then hopefully she'll take it.
Wow.
Shove it in the mouth, shove it in the mouth, shove it in the mouth. Kiss her, kiss her, kiss her. You gotta kiss her in the nose. All right, try it again. Kiss. See, now I'm talking to her. Now it's not exactly a juicer. You gotta go a little bit slower.
Oh, I see that.
Here, try one this way. She likes it in her teeth. Don't let her pull your teeth out, though.
Out of my mouth?
Yeah, she'll pull your teeth out if you gotta do that when she gets a little bit. That's perfect. Do it again.
That is nose to nose with
Get in there, get in there. Her neck is only so long.
Oh, I got moose slobber all
That's
over
all
my
right. It's
lip.
all organic.
You guys gotta try this. Can the crew try this?
I don't know, but gotta get closer. One more. Then we gotta try that again.
Oh, I got moose slobber
More carrots,
all over my
organic.
face. Oh. You guys want to know what moose slobber tastes like? Oh, it's salty. Woo. I've never kissed
Good.
any animal this many times in a row, that's for sure, right?
This many carrots.
Mwah.
That's a fleece plant.
Alright, I think Mario, you're up, dude.
Me?
Yeah, man, you're first.
All right, I'll do it. Here, you give me the camera.
Here, let's switch.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take Mario's. Musical cameras. Here we go.
So what do I do?
Are you ready? You put it in your mouth. But don't let her pull your teeth out.
Okay.
She starts tugging on, let go. Yes. Yes.
What's that?
Do it again, do it again.
Okay.
She loves it. She loves her eyes. She's so happy.
Oh,
Jaws, come on. Jaws.
yeah. Alright, here we go. You ready?
Let her pull your teeth out. Let go.
Dude, you're too tall.
You are as tall as a moose. There you go. One more. One more.
All right, Mark. Come on, dude, put down the camera. Give the camera to
I'm the
Mario.
camera guy.
No, let's do it. See if you can do it right.
Well, sure.
Oh, Steve, you're supposed to say we're done.
We got a couple
You're
of
supposed to say we're done.
We're done. We
She's
are.
got good breath. She's got good breath. Don't worry. Come on.
All right.
do one more.
All right, yeah, sure.
Just with
Go ahead.
Ready?
Get ready.
So what do I do?
Put it in your mouth and hold on to it and let her pull it out of your mouth. But don't let her take her teeth.
All right.
People with dentures sometimes lose them here. There you go. Hold on. Hold on.
I like that look on you. You look like a
She's
snowman.
chewing it. Jeez. That's a lot of carrots, man.
What is that like? Yeah, I nuzzled a moose.
All right. All right.
Kissing a moose.
Yeah, I
You
love
guys
kissing
have
moose.
all the carefully on this. I'm going to give her a wrench so she knows the routine. Come with me over here.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Karen. Hi, Karen. Wow. Well, my face is covered in moose slobber right now, and if there was one thing when I got to Alaska that I didn't think I was going to do, it was going to be kissing a moose. Steve, thank you for providing me with such an incredible experience. Kissing a moose.
Oh, I've got to hug you.
Oh, give me a hug. Oh, that was so awesome. Ah. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next location. While in Alaska, we did see moose in the wild, and to be within 100 yards of them was incredible. However, I have to admit, kissing a moose was by far the coolest moose encounter the crew and I could have ever had. If you enjoyed this on location, make sure to go back and watch as the crew and I got up close with a pair of juvenile moose in the wild. And don't forget, subscribe to the Brave Wilderness channel so you can join us on our next big adventure.
Dark and difficult times lie ahead. We must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy.
Stay with me until the end.
Every Harry Potter movie, plus hundreds more, available now on HBO.
I'm Coyote Peterson. With beauty often comes danger, and we tend to forget that in the wilderness, we are no longer at the top of the food chain. There's no wilderness greater than the backcountry of Montana, an epic expanse of untamed beauty that is home to some of North America's most incredible animals. Every year, thousands of adventurous hikers set off down rugged mountain trails, escaping the confines of everyday life and immersing themselves into the wild. Being lost in nature, we all hope to catch a glimpse of something beautiful, a chance encounter, and an experience that will never be forgotten. The scenario we just painted for you is a common instance that can happen when hiking out here in the backcountry of Montana. What you're actually looking at here is Adam. Now, Adam was raised in captivity, and he's a bear that's used for educational purposes and as an ambassador for his species to teach you guys what to do and not do if you ever encounter one of these beautiful animals in the wild. So scenario number one, and best case for you, is you stumble upon a grizzly bear and it doesn't see you. Stop, stay quiet, back up slowly, and get yourself moving in another direction. Now the second scenario you can find yourself in, you turn a corner, and all of a sudden, it's you and a grizzly bear. You see the bear, and the bear sees you. Now, this is the most dangerous situation that you can be in. Grizzlies don't typically want anything to do with humans. What you want to do is make yourself look as big as possible. If that bear feels threatened, you should turn around and walk back up into the forest. Once you know that the bear is out of eyesight, you huff it to your car or wherever it was that you came from and get yourself to safety.
Now the third and the worst case scenario is what happens if that bear advances. You are never, I repeat, never going to outrun a grizzly bear, so don't even try. A lot of people think, hey, I've got on my hiking pack. Let me get off my pack, throw it to the bear, and try to distract it so that you can get away. This pack on your back, this is your barrier between the bear's teeth and its claws. What you want to do is drop to the ground and get in the fetal position as quickly as possible. Get down here like this, tuck in, press your arms against your legs, and most importantly, get your hands behind your neck. Now, grizzly bears don't typically eat people. What they see us as is a threat to their territory. As soon as that bear feels that the threat is eliminated, it will probably just disappear back up into the wild. Now, you might take a couple bites, you might take a couple swipes. Using this tactic increases your chances of survival by about 90%. Wow! Look at that set of teeth. I just gave you 3 great tactics for surviving a bear encounter. But there is one other thing that could save your life. Bear spray. Don't ever head off into the backcountry without it. If you have a bear encounter, and you've got time to get this off your hip and spray it, these bears have incredibly sensitive noses. There's a good chance that bear's going to head off in the other direction, and you're going to escape the encounter unscathed. That was intense. Getting swatted at by a grizzly bear. Okay, so now we want to get you guys up close with some of Adam's incredible features. Grizzlies are opportunistic omnivores, meaning that they'll eat anything that they come across, from grasses like you see them chomping on here, all the way up through moose. Now, bears use their noses to follow their prey. They can find dead animals, they can find berries, they can find just about anything. And oftentimes what grizzlies will do is follow a wolf pack to where they have killed a moose or a caribou, and actually be able to scare those wolves away, and then they've got their meal. That's the opportunistic that I'm talking about. All he needs to use is his size and mass to drive anything off of a kill. One feature about this bear that is incredibly impressive is those front paws. Absolutely enormous. And again, armed with 5 massive claws that average about 3.5 to 4 inches in length. A single swipe from that paw can take down a deer. And one thing beyond those claws that's impressive are those teeth. Now, the bite force of a grizzly bear is about 1,100 pounds per square inch. That's enough to crush a bowling ball. You don't want to be within the grasp of a grizzly bear. Grizzlies also have incredible hearing, and that's why you don't often see bears in the wild, because they can hear you coming from miles away. Now, the grizzly is the largest brown bear species that we have here in the United States, and at one point in time, their territory ranged from central all the way through the western United States. Unfortunately, as humans encroach upon their territory, they've been pushed to near extinction here in the lower 48. Only 800 grizzlies still live here in Montana, and about 600 in Wyoming, all of whom live in Yellowstone National Park. Completely awe-inspiring to be in the presence of a bear the size of Adam. And the scenario that I showed you guys today is something that hopefully you never find yourselves in, but I hope that you learned a little something in case you ever find yourself in that worst case scenario. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. If you thought that was one wild adventure, check out these other animal encounters. And don't forget, subscribe to follow me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail. This episode of Breaking Trail was brought to you by the Buy Power Card from Capital One. Every purchase brings you closer to a new Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, or Cadillac vehicle.
Your drawings would look great in 3D. You know, you should take this online Blender course on Udemy. It's taught by an expert instructor who's also an experienced 3D artist. You'll learn animation, UV unwrapping, texture mapping, basically everything you need to know about 3D modeling, and all for the price of a couple games. The course is yours to keep and take at any time. And if it doesn't work out, you can get your money back in 30 days. I can't wait to see what you make with this. Get started now with this special discount.
Right now, we're at Kids Saving the Rainforest, and we're about to work with a truly nocturnal creature. Now, I just met it off camera a second ago, and it is armed with razor-sharp claws and some ferocious-looking teeth. But believe it or not, this creature eats fruit. So if you guys are ready, I think I'm ready to feed it Kinkajou. striking trail, I have taken many intentional bites and stings. However, it's the ones that you don't plan for that can oftentimes be the scariest. Those are marshmallows. These little squirrel monkeys love marshmallows. Now the trick is going to be to get one of the squirrel monkeys off of the branch and onto my arm so that it eats the marshmallows. See that?
I think they're coordinating a plan here.
Did you see that? Oh, yeah, right. Sorry.
Did it bite you?
Oh yeah. Grabbed on my arm right here. I guess he didn't like me with the marshmallows. Just because we plan to film an episode doesn't mean they always work out. And this squirrel monkey mishap was a perfect example. That's a monkey bite. On the Pacific side of Costa Rica, the crew and I spent time filming at Kids Saving the Rainforest, where we had the chance to get the cameras up close with a rescued kinkajou, a nocturnal mammal that can deliver an incredibly painful bite if you aren't careful. All right, now what I want to do is just get a little piece of fruit. I'm going to open up this little crate. Okay, hi. Here we go. Hello. Look what I've got. Look what Coyote's got. Oh boy, look at those teeth. Come on out. Oh, sorry. Come on out. Let's get you all the way out. Oh, there it is. Oh, you going back in? It's like a lot of lights. There we go. That is a kinkajou. You're gonna go back in there. Oh, you gonna roll over on your back? All right, look at this creature. Now, what I want to do is kind of keep the fruit close by. And you look at this animal and you think to yourself, wow, it looks like a mix between something out of the weasel family, maybe a monkey. Look at this tail.
Looks like a cat, too.
Or a cat. This is like the combination of so many different animals, but believe it or not, it's related to the raccoon and the coatimundi. You love papaya, don't you? There you go. Now you're able to get a little bit better shot. Oh, look at that. Roll over on your back. Can I pick you up? Oh, maybe not. This is not an animal that I want to just try to pick up and handle because it is capable of giving me a pretty good chomp. I need to be as gentle as possible. Here, how about you come up on the tree?
Yeah, you can hold it by the tail.
Oh, yeah. I don't want me to do that. Okay. There you go. Oh, that's impressive. Look at those claws at work there. Here, I got the whole bucket right here. Come on this side. Hi. Let me eat right on my hand.
Like that.
Whoa, did you see those teeth?
Oh, yeah.
You can understand why I do not want this animal to chomp onto my hand. Wow, look at how it's able to just hold on to the food, and it's actually balancing itself with its tail. Now that tail works like a fifth hand to be able to help it climb through the tree and obviously hold itself upside down. Look at that, it's completely supporting its weight with its tail and its hind legs. Not even holding on with the front legs at all. And look at these little hands. 5 fingers on the front toes. It feels just like the hand of a human. Shaking hands. Oh, there you go. Here, try this. Licking some fruit off there. How about that?
Now, is he being gentle with you, or what do you think?
So far, so good. Now, keep in mind that I just met this creature, so I need to be calm. I need to be quiet, and hopefully it wants to hang out for a few minutes. But again, I need to be very careful because if it latches onto me with those claws and those teeth, it's going to be a very bad end to this episode. Now the coat is very, very dense, and notice how short all of the fur is. And you've got these coarser guard hairs on the outside, and underneath, it's also pretty coarse. Here, Mark, look, this is a great chance for us to look at the foot. They're actually able to turn their feet 180 degrees backwards, which helps them move in reverse up a tree trunk. But let's come back down here to the head. Can you see the eyes from right there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those big eyes allow this creature to see in the dark. Now, they are strictly nocturnal, and during the day, they will hide in either a cavity inside of a tree or in a cluster of vines. Look at that, it's just completely staying still. Have you had enough to eat? He may be full at this point. He's eaten a lot of the fruit in this bucket.
Looks very curious about all these cameras.
Yeah, well, I have to imagine for a creature that's used to being out in the darkness, it must be pretty disorienting to have all of these bright lights surrounding you. But You know, for a creature that came from the wild and is being rehabilitated here at Kids Saving the Rainforest, I'd say it is pretty well behaved. All right, well, this kinkajou has had one incredible meal tonight, ate pretty much the entire bucket of fruit. And I have to say, this is probably one of the most interesting mammals we have ever gotten in front of the cameras on Breaking Trail. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. If you thought the kinkajou was fascinating, make sure to go back and watch the episode where I got up close with another nocturnal jungle creature, the ocelot. And don't forget, subscribe so you can join me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail. Yeah, I hear you talking. You got that pack? You see your face? Oh.
Dark and difficult times lie ahead. We must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy.
Stay with me until the end.
Every Harry Potter movie, plus hundreds more, available now on HBO.
I'm Coyote Peterson, and today, there's a pack of wolves in my backyard. Oh. When the crew and I first arrived at Howler's Inn, we didn't know what to expect. A long gravel drive led us up toward the rolling hills of Montana, and we found ourselves at a beautiful log home. The sanctuary was quiet, almost serene, and as I walked the grounds alone, it was obvious that this was about to be a magical experience. Howler's Inn is a federally licensed wolf sanctuary, home to 5 magnificent Alaskan tundra wolves. Kiowa and Chinook, the alpha female and male, Tahoe, the right-hand commander to the alphas, Comanche, the pack elder, and last, but certainly not least, the ever-friendly and playful Sakani. For anyone that loves animals, what could be better than sharing a space in Montana with these incredible wolves? Now, Howler's Inn was founded in 1992, and this wolf sanctuary was built to help save wolves that were born into captivity that then people didn't want. We're going to go out back here and see the pack. There's 5 wolves that live out here, and it's going to be pretty cool. Look, here comes the pack. They're all running down. Hi, guys. Now, these are Alaskan tundra wolves, and it may look like they're nipping at each other, but they're actually just playing and having a good time. All these wolves are a family pack, and I don't want to talk too loud because it'll spook them. They are very shy, elusive creatures. Right now, they're just kind of adapting to us being here, saying, okay, new people in our habitat. But as you can see, they've got all this territory that they're able to roam through, and they've got a den that's built over here in the trees. And this wolf pack is no different from the wolf packs that are in the wild. They have a typical hierarchy structure where you have an alpha male, an alpha female, and then the omegas. Now, Comanche, who you see right out here, he's the big white one, kind of looks like a dire wolf from Game of Thrones. He was once the alpha male, but Chinook and Tahoe, who are brothers, schemed together and overthrew Comanche from his reign. Now, Chinook is the alpha male, Tahoe's kind of like his second in command, and as you can see, I don't think the Comanche's having any problem not being the leader of the pack. It's one big happy wolf family here at Howler's Inn. And these wolves are not pets. These wolves are rescues, so this is a sanctuary for them, basically to live their lives in a natural setting, and they stay out here year-round. And we're here in September, so you may see that it's beautiful. There's obviously no snow on the ground, but when that snow comes down, it comes down in feet. We're talking 3 to 6 feet can be out here at any point in time, and these wolves just tough right through it. They either tuck down in their den, or they come out here and move throughout the snow. And those paws are so big that they can basically spread over the top of the snow, and they walk right across it. Us as humans walking through there, we'd be sinking up to our necks in it. The wolves gracefully running across the top. And these wolves are absolutely built for the winter. The coats that they have on their bodies are so incredibly thick, they'll keep them warm in temperatures as low as minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. It's so incredible how well they blend right into that environment. And Chance kept saying to me, no, I can see her, she's right out there. I don't see her. But sure enough, look, she's about to just disappear back into those grasses. Now, wolves are typically more afraid of humans than we should ever be of wolves. And of course, they've gotten a bad name throughout time. And just being here in this close proximity to these animals today, I mean, just fills you with this incredible energy. And you feel that these animals are just It's like nothing you can describe being in the presence of wolves like this. Viewing and filming these magnificent creatures from the observation platform was incredible, but we wanted to get closer. One of the greatest perks at Howler's Inn, the walking paths along the outside of the wolf enclosure, and we were about to have the encounter of a lifetime. This backdrop here, the mountains of Bozeman, Montana, what an amazing place for these wolves to live. Now they do have to be kept in an enclosure, obviously, and this is their territory. This is where their pack lives. It's where they hang out, it's where they eat, it's where they sleep, and they will defend it, which is why we need to be on this side of the fence. But it's cool, just being able to get this close to this majestic animal. See, they're curious. They want to know. There's some new people out here in our environment. We're trying to stay real low and quiet. Connie is just kind of coming right down the edge of the fence, right, Mary? She's very curious. Here we go. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Look at how beautiful that wolf is. Chance, what's that like getting that close to an Alaskan tundra wolf?
That's intimidating.
They are a lot bigger than you think, huh? Hi, how are you? Look at those eyes. How beautiful are your eyes? This is Sakani. She's one of the most social wolves in the pack. I don't want to stick my fingers through the fence and pet her, even though it is very, very tempting. And you can just see how thick and dense that coat is. It's no wonder these guys can stay warm in temperatures as low as -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Look how dense and thick that is. And that beautiful big bushy tail. Aren't you a pretty girl? Wow, it's unbelievable how big they are once you get right up close like that. So cool, that's the closest I've ever been to a wolf. Spending time in the presence of wolves cannot truly be expressed in words. All I can say is that staying at Howler's Inn was an experience I will never forget. Trust me, you will walk away feeling as if you too are one of the pack. If you guys want to get up close and personal with wolves, I definitely recommend coming out here to check out the sanctuary. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. If you thought that was one wild adventure, check out these other animal encounters. And don't forget, subscribe to follow me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail.
I loved your glasses. Are they new?
They sure are.
Ugh, I really want a new pair.
You can buy a new pair online right now at GlassesUSA.com.
Buy glasses online?
Yes, you can pick from thousands of styles and brands, and you can even see how they look on your face.
Look, a new pair starts at $48 with prescription lenses.
Plus free shipping and returns.
Does everybody know about this?
They do now. Go to GlassesUSA.com today and get 50% off your first pair.
Okay, so who I'm playing with is a baby ocelot. Now, we knew that this ocelot may be in the area. We're on the Osa Peninsula right now, and this little one is an orphan. She was raised by a surrogate mother, which was a canine here locally, and we knew that if we walked this trail at night, there'd be a good chance we would come across her. I was shining my flashlight on this enormous wolf spider when all of a sudden I heard these huge paws ripping through the rainforest underbrush. I thought I was about to be attacked by something, and in a sense, I kind of was. It was the ocelot. Hi. Now, as you can see, she's pretty friendly, as long as you're not a wigwam sock. Can you come up here by the cameras and the lights? You know, I always carry an extra pair of socks with me when we're out here in the wild, and these wigwams are going face to face with the ocelot right now. Look at that. Full-on claws, full-on teeth. I am feeling the power in this cat right now, and you can see her claws. I'm trying to keep my fingers away from them. You can see her claws coming out and digging into those socks. And just like a house cat, she's using her front feet and her back feet to claw into that. Look at that, how cool is that? She's actually very aware of what she's doing with her claws. Now, she is playing right now, but even when she grabs onto my hands, she's not trying to hurt me at all. She wants to hurt these socks though. Watch this. Oh, good pounce, good pounce. And she's just practicing her hunting right now. Oh, she got that one. That's the whole name of the game. Let me steal Coyote's socks. Somebody shine the light up there. Oh, she's just having a blast up there in the leaves. Now, if I was an ocelot, this is how I would be stalking my prey.
I'm gonna try to steal back my sock. Ready? Ready? And then bounce. Got it.
Oh, she is mad.
She's not happy. Here we go.
Whoa!
No! Ah! Okay, okay. Yeah, that's teeth and claws right there. My hands in the socks with the ocelot. Look at that. Oh, she wants it back. There you go. There you go. Why don't you sit here and play with the sock? Oh. Watch out. Watch out, buddy. Get here, we'll do this. Now, how is your rear, right? This is how we do swing.
Wait a second, you're putting your own sock in your mouth.
Well, when you run with an ocelot. There's got watch out for his claws. Where's the other one? Oh, got a mouthful of sock. Where'd she go? Oh, I see you. Here's one. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one back. Ouch! Got claws there. This is crazy. Out in the Costa Rican rainforest, playing with a baby ocelot. And she took my sock. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. I'm Coyote Peterson, and hanging out up in that tree is one of the wiliest members of the weasel family. I'm gonna climb up there and try to get it down so you guys can get a closer look. Exploring the wilds of Montana is unlike any other experience in North America, and your odds of seeing animals in their natural environment are pretty good. Today I'm headed into a high-altitude pine forest to work with a member of the weasel family that you probably have never heard of, and I bet you've never seen. Get ready. She is adorable, but don't be fooled. She is also one of the most voracious predators in the forest ecosystem. Ever since I was a kid, I've been an absolute cat at climbing trees. Today's going to be a little different, though, because I'm going up there with the American pine marten. This is a member of the weasel family, so they're pretty wily, related to the wolverine, the badger, and the skunk. And I see her. She's right up here. I'm going to go up there, try to get her down, so I can show you guys some of her coolest features. This tree's dead, so it should give you guys some good shots. Hopefully I can get a gentle handle just around her midsection, up a tree after a pine marten. She's kicking bark down in my face. Probably a good defense tactic if I was a predator. I'm going to make a reach for her. I'm going to be as gentle as possible so I don't risk taking a bite. Got her. Woo! Now the real challenge, getting back down. I've worked with venomous snakes, snapping turtles, and a number of different other creatures. And my heart is racing right now, climbing up a tree, holding on to a pine marten. All right, here we go, ready? I'm jumping down. Oh, look at her. How beautiful is that little mucilid? And one of the coolest features about the pine marten is they're the only member of the weasel family with semi-retractable claws. And that's how these crazy little slinkies can jump all over the tree branches up there. Now, it's very rare that you would ever see a pine marten on the ground. They live arboreal lives. They spend most of their time up there hunting for squirrels, which is their primary source of food. And what they will do is chase squirrels through the trees, lunge, actually can grab them out of midair, and then they want to bite to the back of the neck. And you see those long little canine teeth there are perfect for inflicting that death wound. And then, of course, they have their meal. See this real light orangish coloration underneath her throat right there? One distinct sign that will easily allow you to identify a pine marten if you ever see one out in the wild. I just want to try to stay as calm as I can right now. If I stay calm, she will stay calm. Now, this is a pine marten that's being raised in captivity. The only way that I'm able to climb up into this tree
bring her down and give you guys an up-close look is because she's used to being around humans. You could never approach and go after one of these animals in the wild. She's an ambassador for her species, promoting conservation and an all-around love of mustelids. Yeah, aren't you cute? Look at those ears. They have incredible hearing. This is one of the most agile members of the weasel family, and they do have beautiful coats, unbelievably soft. They've got a coarser guard hair on the outside, and if you feel up underneath here, really soft and fluffy. And most of the time you can find pine martens in any high-altitude environment. They're sticking to the pine trees, hence the name pine marten, and they're able to tough through some of the coldest temperatures here in Montana. What an amazing experience, climbing in a pine tree with the American pine marten. I want to know what your favorite member of the weasel family is. Tell me about it in the comments section below. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. Are you ready to go? Let's get the heck out of here. If you thought that was one wild adventure, check out these other animal encounters. And don't forget, subscribe to follow me.
Laura used to pay hundreds of dollars for glasses until she found out about GlassesUSA.com. Her husband bought his pair for $48 with prescription lenses. He learned of it through his office buddy who loves their virtual try-on. And his neighbor loves GlassesUSA.com because of the deals on progressive lenses. She discovered it from her daughter, who was obsessed with the thousands of styles and brands. GlassesUSA.com is where everyone is buying their glasses these days. Go to GlassesUSA.com and get 50% off your first pair.
I'm Coyote Peterson. This is Director Mark. Today we're going to show you how we filmed our episode, Swimming with Manatees. In every episode of Breaking Trail, we do our best to bring the audience with us into the wild for a grand adventure. We try to create a seamless encounter between myself, the crew, and the creatures. But in certain instances, depending on location and animal, this can be very difficult to do.
We're literally surrounded by manatees right now. This is so awesome.
Recently, the team and I spent several days filming with manatees in Kings Bay, a series of canals that are peppered with natural springs, which attract these marine mammals each winter. Swimming and playing with these lovable giants seemed like the perfect opportunity to share with everyone exactly what goes into making an episode of Breaking Trail. There are various ways to get yourself up close with manatees, and if you aren't familiar with Crystal River, we definitely suggest booking yourself a tour with one of the many guide services. I personally love River Ventures. Led by Brandy and her team of manatee enthusiasts, they were our first stop when it came to preparing for a swim with the giants. Alright guys, well this is it. Time to get out of my normal adventure gear and into the wetsuit, which will keep me warm in the water today. I think it's going to be my first adventure without my lucky hat. That's okay, because today, I'm swimming with the manatees. Alright, be right back. Whew. That is form-fitting. Alright, let's head out to the boat. With my wetsuit snugly, and I do mean snugly fit, it was time to check in with Breaking Trail director Mark Livens, who would be operating our main underwater camera on this episode.
So Mark, what sort of shots are you hoping to get today?
Good ones? I really want there to be a situation where I can have Coyote near the surface and a manatee approaching him. I'm really going to be opportunistic because you can never predict wildlife. You gotta kind of take what you get and make the best of it. That's what the goal is.
Geared up, we were ready to go. Oftentimes when we are on location, we hire a local guide who knows the best places to encounter the animals we are in search of. When it comes to manatees, there's no better expert than Captain Sean, who's been leading manatee expeditions for over a decade. Right now we're on our way to Jurassic Springs. The water is crystal clear. It's going to give us the perfect opportunity to get the underwater cameras down in there and up close with these gentle giants. We saw a couple of manatees, but it wasn't exactly the look and feel that we wanted for the episode. Next, we slowly motored over to the Three Sisters Preserve, a beautiful spring with crystal clear water, but at the time, it was just us and the fish, not a manatee in sight.
Not seeing anything right in this area. We're gonna move up the river a little ways and see if we can come across some of these marine giants.
Day one was in the books. We got some good shots, but the epic encounter we were looking to have just didn't quite happen. So what do you do with 4 hours of production left and no manatees to film? Well, you experiment with things that usually don't ever make the final cut of an episode, like this ridiculous intro. I'm Coyote Peterson, and today we're getting in the water with one of the friendliest animals on the planet. That's right, folks. We're swimming with manatees.
That's awesome!
In total, Mark made me do this opening about 10 times. I think in the back of his head, he knew this would never be used in the final episode. But the crew got a kick out of watching me do it over and over and over.
We're swimming with manatees.
At 6 a.m., light was just beginning to break on the horizon, and as our boat cut through the morning mist, you could feel a sense of magic in the air. When we arrived at King Spring, the water was alive with manatees, and as soon as the sun was high enough in the sky to cast light into the water, we were off and filming. On location, everything is about communication and accuracy, so we frequently came to the surface to discuss the shots that were needed.
So the baby manatees right here. Line up you. Go on the outside. I'm gonna get around on the other side. Okay.
We spent the better part of the morning filming the initial encounters, and trust me when I say, it's tough to get some of these shots.
He's coming right for you. He's big.
The manatees aren't on a production schedule, and they certainly don't understand when Mark signals action or cut. Basically, you get what they give you, and in our opinions, they delivered an award-winning performance. When it was all said and done, we spent 2 days in the field and captured over 10 hours of footage, which was ultimately edited down into the 7 minutes and 50 seconds that became our Swimming with Giants episode.
Well, there you have it. That's how you swim and film with manatees. I hope you guys enjoyed this behind-the-scenes perspective. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure.
This was our first time filming underwater, and while it posed many challenges, in the end we tried.
Your drawings would look great in 3D. You know, you should take this online Blender course on Udemy. It's taught by an expert instructor who's also an experienced 3D artist. You'll learn animation, UV unwrapping, texture mapping, basically everything you need to know about 3D modeling, and all for the price of a couple games. The course is yours to keep and take at any time. And if it doesn't work out, you can get your money back in 30 days. I can't wait to see what you make with this. Get started now with this special discount.
I'm Coyote Peterson. This is Kate Bimrose, and today we're going to be exploring the Bolinas Lagoon, a unique ecosystem that's part of the Greater Farallones National Marine Sanctuary. As the sun breaks through the morning clouds, we slowly cross the harbor and land on the shore of Kent Island. Welcome to the Bolinas Lagoon, an internationally recognized wetlands that is perfectly tucked into the hills of West Marin, California. This 1,000-acre tidal estuary is a protected refuge and home to a variety of animal species. Today I will be heading off-trail with Lagoon Restoration Coordinator Kate Bimrose. Her field of expertise is environmental management, and for the past 5 years, she has been working with the Greater Farallones Association, a nonprofit whose goal is to protect the lagoon's native plant and animal species. My goal is to see what kind of animals inhabit this island, and we didn't have to travel far before we came across our first creature. Oh, right there, look at that! Oh, you know what that is? That is a black widow. This is not a spider you want to get bitten by, that's for sure. It's a big female right there. Got her.
Wow. Woo! That's about as close as you would ever want to get to a black widow spider. One of the most venomous spider species here in the United States. So you guys are out here all the time then picking plants, flipping logs, and building piles of stuff. You know what you're also doing? Creating perfect habitat for the black widow.
Absolutely.
My
I
goodness.
didn't realize that.
That is one of the biggest female black widows I think I've ever seen. Look at the size of her abdomen. I'm assuming you've never been bitten by one of these,
I've
right?
never been bitten by one. I've never even seen one on the island, actually. So this is a first for me.
This is a new find. All right,
It is,
we're breaking
yeah,
ground here.
absolutely.
This spider has no interest in biting you. The only reason it would bite is to protect itself from getting squished and killed. I love getting to explore uninhabited expanses of wilderness, and as we moved across the island, we soon came upon signs of one elusive little mammal.
So one of the little rodents we have out here on Kent Island is the salt marsh harvest mouse, which is actually endemic to the San Francisco Bay Area. They're so tiny though, what they do is they kind of grab one of these stalks, they pull it down, and then they kind of bite it off and they eat the seeds inside. So they end up leaving these little piles of matchsticks around. You can see where they've sort of been eating and getting their meals before they bury down into their tunnels and move to the next spot.
All right, well, we'll keep our eyes peeled and maybe we'll see one of these cute little mice. All right, let's keep moving, see what else we can find.
All right.
As we crested the north end of the island, we eventually came upon a place where the land meets the sea. And there, hunting along the shoreline, we were witness to hundreds of birds. The Bolinas Lagoon is famous for being a stopover point on the Pacific Flyway, which makes it a perfect spot for birders hoping to observe migrating species. From gulls and terns, to egrets, cormorants, pelicans, herons, and one really cool-looking sandpiper, we saw more birds than we could ever present in a single episode. Moving back inland, we suddenly came across Kate's arch enemy, and the most notorious invader of Kent Island. What are we looking at here?
We're actually looking at ice plant right here, which is originally from South Africa.
So this is an invasive species right here?
Yes, exactly.
It's too bad because they're so cool looking. I assume this is some sort of a succulent, right?
Yeah, exactly. And when you open it up here, you can kind of take a look inside, and it's sort of crystallized. It almost looks like ice.
Oh wow, it really does.
Yeah. Actually, one of the ways that we are getting rid of this plant is by pumping salt water onto the island, because these are salt intolerant. So when they soak up all of that salt water, they start to dry out and the nutrients run out of the plant, and they go from this healthy green to a more unhealthy red or yellow color, and then they're easier to pull up out of the ground.
Kate spends the majority of her days protecting Kent Island against the ever-invasive ice plant. And while we could have battled these invaders forever, it was time to continue our search for animal inhabitants, where I finally found and managed to capture one of the island's most elusive rodents, the California vole.
Ah, hold on. I gotta get him by the scruff of his neck. Gotta be as gentle as possible.
All right, look at those little teeth there. Do not want to get nipped by those. And they're out here eating all the little seeds here on the island, and it's great because these guys are actually helping the ecosystem by distributing seeds of native species, right?
Absolutely, and then they're also a great food source for a lot of the bird species out here.
Wow, this was so tough to catch. I've seen about 4 of them today. Haven't been able to get close, and I don't want to get bitten by him. He's got some pretty sharp little teeth up front there. I've got a gentle hold on the back of his neck, just by the scruff, which is not causing him any injury. Just going to enjoy his company for a minute here, and then let him back off into the wild. Look at his pudgy little belly there. You see they've got a real short little tail. Got these nice springy back feet, and they are incredibly quick. And they have burrow systems all over the island, don't they?
Absolutely.
Every border log that we have flipped up looking for creatures has had a burrow underneath it.
And like Coyote said, they have a whole system of tunnels. So as soon as they see some sort of a predator, they're out of there in a flash.
All right, we're going to let this little guy go back off into the wild so he can continue distributing seeds here in the lagoon. Wow, Kate, what an awesome adventure. Thank you so much for having us today out in the Bolinas Lagoon. We saw some great creatures and learned all about this ecosystem. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. The protection and restoration of the Bolinas Lagoon is an ongoing effort. And if it wasn't for environmental activists like Kate, and organizations such as the Greater Farallones Association, these beautiful ecosystems would be lost from the world forever. To get involved, make sure to visit the Greater Farallones Association.
This is a cardinal sin of EDM right here. Dive in and say, hey, I'm a trance DJ. And I can hit one note and put a bass drum on it, and that's my tune. This class is just a good primer for anyone wanting to get into the production of electronic music. This can all be done correctly with a minimal amount of software, which is why you can have a kid make a dance hit on a laptop using an SSL G-Series compressor on a dance music kick. Makes no sense whatsoever. 90% of my time is just goofing around and trying to come up with something. That's the way I go about making music, because I'm just completely like, I want my first chord to go there. And that's my life right now, because if I could just play it, I'd play it, but I can't, so I have to draw it. If you're not naturally comfortable on stage, from my own personal experience, you should try putting on a helmet that covers your face, so you don't have to see anyone. I could teach someone how to get, from nothing to something. When you come up with an idea that you've never actually heard before or have never heard anyone do, that's something really cool. This class is designed for you to develop your own style and developing your own sound. If you can impact one person with your music, then it is pretty much worth it. Sometimes it happens in 5 years, sometimes it happens in 10 years, sometimes it doesn't happen at all, but it's definitely 100% not going to happen if you don't go out there and try it for yourself. I'm deadmau5, and this is my masterclass.
Forrest Gump's mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. But when it comes to a bowl full of worms, I'll tell you exactly what you're gonna get. One adorable little armadillo. Get ready to meet Daisy. Oh, and those claws are sharp. There you go. Oh, there's the bowl of worms. All you have to do is plug the armadillo into the bowl of worms, and as you can see, it is a feeding frenzy. Now, they don't have any sharp teeth up front. Believe it or not, they have a tooth structure that's really similar to that of a three-toed sloth. These little nub teeth in the back of their mouths. But they're excellent at burrowing, and that is where they search for their food. Now, they are opportunistic, and as you can see right here, that's quite the opportunity. A bowl full of giant... Oh, just let me borrow one for a second here. I'm not going to eat it, don't you worry. Look at that nightcrawler. Pure protein for this armadillo. Now, she's going to absolutely mow through this bowl of worms. Can I take some here? Let's see if we can do this. What if I put one in my mouth and we do like the Lady and the Tramp?
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, let's try it. Here. Oh gosh, that's running. Ugh. Oh, it did. Is it all in my mouth? Yeah. Oh, I got worm poo in my mouth. All right, let's continue on with the scene. Daisy, come here for a second.
Hey, can you wipe your face?
Oh. Daisy, how do you do this?
Pretty bad.
Oh. Didn't see that coming. Okay, well, 9-banded armadillo. Let's think about that name for a second, because my friend Archie, you may remember Archie from the episode we did with Wildman Phil, and Archie, he calls these creatures rhino pigs. And I can see that. This animal's body is covered in a hard series of armored plates. You see this? All on the outside, they have these keratin-like scales that are then wound together in these bands. And they say 9-banded armadillo, but they can have anywhere from 8 to 11. Let's count Daisy's bands. Oh, wow, about a perfect 9. But as they get bigger and their bodies elongate, those bands will expand. Now, unlike some armadillo species, they cannot curl completely into a ball. Daisy, can I pick you up? You guys want to see what the underside of an armadillo looks like? Let's see. Oh, those claws are sharp. Here we go, buddy. Oh, man. Holding the armadillo, I don't think is going to be possible. unless I'm gonna get shredded like the claws of a velociraptor. One thing you may not realize about armadillos is that their claws are incredibly sharp. They are unbelievable burrowers, and actually they can be considered a keystone species in many areas because the burrows that they dig are oftentimes used by other animals as homes. However, one problem that they do serve in areas where there are desert tortoises and gopher tortoises is they'll actually distract those burrows and they can drive the tortoises out of their home. So it's kind of a give or take when it comes to whether or not they're helping the environment or hurting the environment. Obviously, people see them getting into their gardens, they come in, root around, dig up all the plants, but what they're really looking for are the worms. And as you can see, Daisy has made quick work of that bowl of worms. But look at that tail. The tail is also armored, and the entire body structure of this animal is just so rigid, and they're unbelievably strong. Let me see. Come here. Try to hold on to you. Ah! Oh! There she goes. Wow. Handling an armadillo is like, look at the scratches on the underside of my hand there. Those claws are razor sharp. Those claws are razor sharp. Oh, Daisy! Now, she is about 1.5 years old, and believe it or not, they grow really quickly. And she will get bigger than this. They can weigh as much as 20 pounds, and I would say she's, what, maybe about 5 pounds in weight. Look at that.
This is not full grown.
No, this is not full grown. She'll get significantly bigger than this. Oh, breathing in a lot of that dust. And you see all these... They're right there. Dirt in the face, man. Almost caught a whole eyeball full of dirt. Look at how she just, look at how quick she is digging. Now, what I was trying to show you there before I got a face full of dirt was all these little bumps on the side of her are little osteoderms, just like the skin of a Gila monster. Whoa, look at that. Like a bucking bronco there. This is, as soon as she feels, look at that. Woof, I'm in a dust storm. In a dust storm. You see how they use the elongation of their body to dig a pile of dirt underneath her back legs, and then she thrusts it out. Watch some more. Here it comes again. Watch this. Whoa, covered in dirt right now. All right, Daisy, we're gonna bring you back up here on the bench, okay? Not gonna like this. Ready? Listen to this. Ah! Oh! Oh! Just crushed my hand up against the tree. Did you see that? Come on back. Whew. That's a dirt party right there. Oh, boy. Yeah.
She has a kind of a beard.
She does, and all that fur up front there helps keep her face protected. You'll notice that elongated snout is used for sniffing around in the dirt as they're burrowing. Here's a really cool fact that you may not know. Armadillos can hold their breath for an incredibly long time for a mammal, up to 5 minutes, and they've actually been seen walking on the basins of rivers, crawling from one spot to the next. Let's turn you this way like this. Here we go. Okay. I'd love to show you guys the belly. Can we see your belly real quick? Ow! Oh, those claws are sharp. Oh, man, I am getting annihilated here. Let's see your belly. Belly, 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 belly. Look at that underside. Ah! Can we show everybody your belly? Look at the underside of that creature. It might as well be leather. Now, here's kind of another interesting fact. Believe it or not, you can eat an armadillo. And don't worry, Daisy, nobody's gonna eat you. Nobody's gonna eat you. But during the Great Depression, people in Texas actually used to eat these animals, and that's how they became not only the state animal, but have the famous name Hoover hog. How about that? Mark, would you ever eat an armadillo?
No way, way too cute.
Yeah, way too cute. Okay, let's put you like this. There we go, Daisy. Thanks for letting us see your underside. You are so cute.
Now talk to me about this, the skin or the armor. It looks like it's pliable a little bit.
It is. Look at this. See how I can just kind of move those bands individually? And unlike other armadillo species, they cannot curl entirely into a ball. But if they feel threat from a predator like a coyote or even a jaguar, because their range extends all the way down into South America, and that's actually where they are most prevalent. They can curl themselves tight enough where a predator can't actually get to those softer undersides. Look at those ears. The ears look just like the skin of a reptile. But as we know, the armadillo is a mammal, and they're most closely related to anteaters and sloths, believe it or not. Now, you'll notice that this armadillo has very small eyes. They actually have poor eyesight, but they have an excellent sense of smell and an excellent sense of hearing. Your belly's just like leather, you know that? And actually, look at all this fur on the underside. See how soft armadillos? Whoa, where are you going? Come over here. All right, well, it's pretty hard to just contain an armadillo that wants to explore. So, I think Daisy's ready to get down on the ground.
She's peeing on you.
Oh! Oh! That is not my pee.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just got peed on by an armadillo. Oh,
oh man, I'm loving this armadillo.
I'm getting clawed up, I'm getting peed on. It ain't easy working with an armadillo, I'll tell you guys that much. Look at that, right back in that same exact hole. You know, if you want somebody to let go of you so that you can go dig a hole underneath the tree, one way to do it is definitely to pee on them.
Well, Daddy, I think the armadillo wants to go adventure. Why don't we follow her around? Let's grab our GoPros.
Yeah, I think at this juncture, the best thing to do is just go where the armadillo wants to go. So, I'm gonna grab my GoPro. There we go. And let's see if we can get into the world of the 9-banded armadillo. Oh, I smell urine.
Yeah, it's a good chance. I want to feel what this is like.
Yeah, go ahead, touch the back there.
Oh, wow.
Right?
It's like really tough, but it is a little pliable.
You can see why Archie calls it a rhino pig.
Yeah.
It's like rhino skin with a pig nose.
How about the tail?
The tail, yeah, completely armor plated.
Oh, wow, the tail's
Look at that.
armor.
Yeah, and you can even see where the tail connects to the body. Whoa. That's all like baseball mitt leather right there. Crazy cool.
Do we want this armadillo to dig under this tree, guys?
Well, we don't want her to get all the way underneath there. And you can see in just a matter of minutes, she has dug almost her entire body underneath the root structure of this tree. Oh, there she is.
Hi, Daisy.
Hi, Daisy. Say hi to Uncle Mark.
Nope. All right, done digging. Let's see what
All
else we
right,
can find.
now she's exploring for other possibilities. Daisy was actually rescued as a baby in Texas, and our good friend Wildman Phil has been taking care of her ever since, and we've shown you guys so many creepy looking creatures as of late. We said to ourselves, you know what, we need another cute animal on the Brave Wilderness channel. How cool is this? Spending our afternoon hanging out with the 9-banded armadillo. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. All right, ready? Here she comes, Mark. Hey, Coyote Pack. I've got some great news. We are doing 2 live shows in Australia. One in Melbourne and one in Sydney. The tickets are on sale now. And for everyone in the United States, get excited because a West Coast tour is coming in early 2018. And don't forget, subscribe so you can join me and the crew on our next big adventure.
Meet Wallabot DIY. This device shows you an exact image of what's behind your wall. You actually see on your phone screen if it's a metal or wooden stud, a pipe, or wire. You can even detect if there's movement behind your wall. This thing here is for DIYers, renovators, electricians, and contractors. If you're on a job and you don't know what's behind your walls, it can be really dangerous. It can mean costing you extra money or misquoting clients. The first time you avoid hitting a pipe, it already pays for itself. So if you're into saving time and money and avoiding headaches, just try it out.
Everybody's having dinner. And right now, because it is feeding time, they're all gathered around. We've got some delicious kangaroo pellets.
Oh, you're eating it? Oh, no. Oh, Coyote. Oh.
Australia hails claim to many iconic animal species, and I am sure that if I asked you to name a few, it wouldn't be hard to shout out creatures such as crocodiles, koalas, and arguably the outback's most recognizable, the kangaroo. These powerful marsupials are endemic to Australia, which means this great continent is the only place in the world they can be found. And while it's not uncommon to see them hopping across the countryside, to get up close with a troop of them, we needed to visit a location where they were acclimated to humans. And the best place to do that was the one and only Billabong Sanctuary. Located in Nome, a small town just south of Townsville in North Queensland, the Billabong Sanctuary is considered to be one of Australia's top ecotourism attractions.
There it is! That is the Billabong, and this is where the Billabong Sanctuary gets its name.
For over 35 years, they have been contributing to conservation efforts while also providing the public with a hands-on education about wildlife. And while some of their species are considered too dangerous to interact with, like feeding a saltwater crocodile by hand, feeding kangaroos is an experience the crew and I simply couldn't pass up on. So if you're ready, grab your snacks, because it's kangaroo feeding time.
Okay, well this is cool. Now there are multiple different kangaroos that live on the grounds here at the Billabong Sanctuary. And that right there is the red kangaroo. Now this is the largest land mammal here in the continent of Australia. I have some kangaroo feed with me right here. Let me see if I can get this kangaroo. Now, the red kangaroo, I'm told, is shyer than the eastern greys that are here. We're bringing in the whistling ducks. The whistling ducks also love this food. Look at that. Ow, ow. Oh, this little piece is sharp. Really? Yeah. You get little pinches there.
You ever hand that up?
And look, they're fighting with each other now. Ow, ow, ow. Ow! Jeez, that one really got me good. Look at these. Oh, that's a goose. It's like a vulture goose right there. Yeah, that'll give you a wallow. Ah, look at that. Okay. I can probably catch one of these ducks. He's like, nope. All right. So,
red kangaroo gone.
And the red kangaroo, just like that, disappeared. All right, let's go find the eastern greys.
You see one?
I see one. Right there.
Oh yeah.
You see it? Let's see if yes. Everybody's having dinner. It's amazing. We just come right in and get up close with the kangaroo.
These kangaroos are not in enclosures. They just roam freely.
They roam freely here at the sanctuary, and they decide when and where they want to go. And right now, because it is feeding time, they're all gathered around. We've got some delicious kangaroo pellets.
Oh, you're eating it? Oh, no. Oh, coyote. Oh.
Really dry. Kind of tastes like bran meal. Look at this one here. Hey, bud, how are you? How are those grasses? Oh, look at this. This is a mama. You've got a Joey sticking out on this backside here. Hey, you know it's dinner time, right? Maybe it's still small enough to be drinking milk. Here's something maybe you didn't know. All baby marsupials are called Joeys. So whether it's a possum, a kangaroo, a wombat, or a koala, they're all considered Joeys. Oh, look at this. He's getting ready to come out. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Right there.
Oh, I see it.
And Joey coming out.
Here it is.
That's kind of interesting is that I didn't know that Joeys could turn around inside the pouch like that. So you actually have the hind legs hanging out here, and the hand, and the little face. Hey bud, how are you? Coming out for some dinner?
How much longer till that Joey's out of the pouch?
Well, that's what's cool, is that the Joeys can go in and out of the pouch. And when they're really little, they stay inside of the pouch, not only to nourish off of the mother's milk, but they also use it as protection and as a place to sleep. Now, until that kangaroo is big enough to not fit in the pouch, it will continue to go into the pouch until it can sort of take care of itself. I love the design of the kangaroo's head. Almost looks like the head of a deer. And what's similar to deer is that they can actually individually move their ears. So they can listen in one direction and turn another ear like 180 degrees and hear what's behind them. They don't actually even have to move their heads to be able to listen.
Now, what is that kangaroo eating?
Some sort of, almost looks like razor grass, but it's just
Some sort of a sweetgrass. That's good. I can see why you guys like that.
Hey, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Why don't we go feed some of those kangaroos over there on the hill?
Okay. I'm gonna steal some of this. Let's see. You want some? There you go. We're gonna see if these kangaroos over here want to have some food. Hey, bud. Look, I got some treats for you.
This little guy.
Hop right up.
You haven't played World of Tanks yet? You're wasting your life. Because in World of Tanks, you can shoot on the move, shoot on the spot, shoot in the sky, run over pumpkins, destroy private property, park where you want, blow up turrets, ram enemies, drown enemies, fall on enemies, and admire the sunset. In a world of tanks, tanks rule!
Straight up. Yeah, their little noses are so soft. This is a little juvenile. This is a great example of a kangaroo that is now big enough to be outside of its mother's pouch. But even though they look docile and gentle, if you were to ever come across a kangaroo in the wild, you have to remember that they can be very territorial, especially the males. And the last thing you want to happen is to be kicked by one of those hind legs. Now, the hind legs are incredibly powerful. Let's take a look at that with this little Joey. It's just hanging out with us here. They are powerful, powerful parts to this animal. And there's a lot of muscle right in here. And then in the back is where they have their Achilles tendon. Oh, you see that jump right there? And it's like this creature is spring-loaded, almost like when you stretch a rubber band, when they bend down and then leap off. That hop can project them forward at incredible speeds. Now, when the kangaroo reaches top speeds, it's capable of bounding a single leap that's as far as 30 feet, and if it needs to, it can jump at a height of close to 10 feet. And for reference, that's as tall as an NBA basketball rim. And it's interesting, kangaroos have teeth that are very similar to the teeth of the wombat and the koala. Seems like all marsupials have a very similar dental structure. And it is, again, this animal is a combination of multiple things from the United States, like the head and ears look like that of a deer, the legs are like that of a rabbit, and then the tail, well, I guess I've never seen a tail quite like that before, have you?
No. Now, we see that their fur is almost like under fur. It's not very wiry, very soft.
No, it is really, really soft. Well, I can imagine that with how hot it is in Australia, they need to keep cool. And during the heat of the day, kangaroos will actually curl up in the shade. And here's something kind of interesting. They will lick their paws, their forearms, and their legs to stay cool. So you know, like a dog will pant to sweat, the kangaroos cool themselves down by licking their arms and hands.
We'll see this
carrot.
Eat it. What a carrot? Like a carrot?
Nope.
No?
No carrots.
Carrot? I was told they like carrots.
Guess not. You must have a very high in fiber diet with all these little bran pellets that they're eating. Oh, there's a hop away. Look at that.
Well, I think dinner time might be over.
Yeah, well, the sun is starting to get low in the sky, and at this point they're probably getting ready to hunker down for the night. Of course, there are no predators for you here at the sanctuary, are there? A real nice, safe place to sleep under a tree, maybe? What do you think? You want to have a sleepover? Have a camp out? Would that be cool? Ah, it'd be so cool to camp out with a kangaroo. That's a GoPro camera. You ever seen one of those? Heard something off in the distance, huh? Well, I would say that this was the perfect end to our day. Hanging out for dinner with the Eastern Gray Kangaroo. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure.
Hey Coyote Pack! I have some exciting news. I'm proud to announce that the crew and I will be back on tour in 2018 with Brave Wilderness Live, visiting cities all across North America. Our first shows are in
Brave Wilderness.
According to Google Books, #1 book scan.
what I'm gonna do now is let it walk on my hands and my arm. Ready for this? Yeah.
You're gonna let that thing walk on you.
This is to prove, oh my gosh, I just saw its fangs. One, two. Man, the water's seeping in. Let me scan a little bit better here. Look, got an octopus!
Hold on.
Close with the yellow belly sea snake. The crew and I have encountered many spider species over the course of our travel.
Pull back, pull back! Whoa, whoa, whoa! We need everybody on this one.
I'm Coyote Peterson, he's Mario Aldecoa, and common sense might tell you, never wander into a nest full of crocodiles. But tonight, we're looking to do just that. Tonight we're in Homestead, Florida, on the grounds of Turkey Point, which is a nuclear power plant facility. This location is home to one very unique conservation effort that is helping revitalize the population of American crocodiles in South Florida. Working closely with wildlife biologist Mario Aldecoa, our mission is to check nesting sites to retrieve freshly hatched baby crocodiles so they can be tagged and recorded before being released back into the environment.
The cooling canals are meant to provide water for the reactor. However, the property, which is like 4,000 acres of just canal system, turned out to be excellent nesting habitat.
Are any of these crocodiles radioactive?
No, they're not radioactive.
Okay, so we're not going to run into Godzilla out there tonight?
I'm always hoping to find Godzilla out there. I don't think it's going to happen, but there are some monster crocs out there for sure.
This is where Mario found a nest earlier today. We just saw a hatchling right along the side here, but it got away. So hopefully as we go up by the nest, we'll find a few that are still unearthing.
This is exactly what I'm looking for. You see this?
Yeah.
This trail? It's called a crocodile drag. And it's basically the female coming up to inspect the nest. So let's follow the trail and see if we come upon the nest. Oh, this is interesting. Unfortunately, hatchlings have a lot of predators. Fire ants are a big predator.
So we're standing in fire ants?
We're standing in fire ants. I don't see any dead crocs here, so luckily the female took them all into the water before they got preyed on.
Yeah, look at that. There's just covered. Ow, jeez. Just, ah, wow, they really burn when they bite too. Okay, no more handling of fire ants. Jeez.
So one thing I always do is I always want to make sure that there's nothing inside the nest.
Okay, you're just digging in the fire ants there.
Yeah, but I'm also making sure that there's no like hatchlings that were left behind.
Okay.
Sometimes a female, she'll try and grab as many as she can, but she might forget some. So I'm just gonna check real quick. Nothing. Okay. We build ponds on some of these islands, and the ponds fill up with fresh water, and the females will transport the babies to those ponds.
Okay.
That's where we're gonna go check. That's our highest probability of getting some hatchlings.
Sweet, let's go to the pond and find some hatchlings. Mario gave me the signal that he's got some hatchlings in this pond. There's so many mosquitoes we're getting eaten alive, so we're gonna move quick, get in there, extract the babies, get back on the airboat, and get away from these mosquitoes. All right, come on, let's go.
Yeah. I got one here for you. Come on. Off the edge. I got you. Ready?
Yeah, I got him. Here we go. Hatchling.
So what they do is they usually stay in clumps for protection.
Okay.
Especially when they're just born like this. That makes it really easy for us to come and just snatch them.
Gotcha. Baby crocodiles. Listen to them chirping. Now hopefully they're not calling mom. So what we're gonna do now is head back to the lab, get the data that Mario needs, and then take him back out to release them.
Yep.
Sounds good? All right. Get out of these mosquitoes too. And this is the success of all the work that the crocodile research team is doing here at Turkey Point. Okay, so we have the adventure in the field,
And now it's time to collect the data.
First, let's put him on that scale there. Get its weight. Perfect. What do we got?
All right, 53.8 grams.
53.8. Okay, so this is an important aspect. So these scutes can be cut off. They won't grow back. It's gonna be like a little pinch. But the key is to do it fast and accurate.
Kind of like the social security number for the crocodile?
Yeah, yeah. So if we ever capture a juvenile or an adult out in the system, we could see if it's been recaptured just by looking at its tail. Okay, so 1,752. Now we've got our average chip.
This is the little tracking meter that you put in these guys so when we're out there in the field and we're scanning them, that's what shows us his number.
Yep. So that's going to go at the base of the tail. Boom. Just like that. Done. So he's good to go. We can actually release him now.
So that is a crocodile ready to be released back into the wild. Mario, I can't thank you enough for this experience tonight. This is conservation at its finest right here. The American crocodile heading back off into the wilds of Turkey Point. You guys ready? They say, get me in the water. We're ready to thrive. All right, handful of crocodiles. And off you go. I'm sure you guys have plenty of questions for Mario and I. Leave your comments below and let us know what else you need to know about crocodile conservation. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. If you thought that was one wild adventure, check out these other animal encounters. And don't forget, subscribe to follow me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail.
Hy-Vee's heating things up with big savings for you. This Thursday through Sunday, get $10 off a $100 order or $20 off a $200 order when you swipe your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. Don't have a Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card? Sign up in store and get the same great savings. $10 off a $100 order or $20 off a $200 order. Come in out of the cold for hot savings this Thursday through Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
I cautiously slipped from the boat and into the water. My heart was racing as I found myself directly in the reptile's escape route. This was unbelievably dangerous, and if it charged, an attack was likely inevitable. I took a deep breath, and with a steady hand, I slowly fed the pole in between the reeds. For many years, people have asked, if I could catch any animal, what would it be? And my answer was always the same. A spectacled caiman.
Jumping down, I am lassoed together with a spectacled caiman.
Our journey began in a small village along the Sierpe River. We were about to embark upon the adventure of a lifetime, and one that I personally had been dreaming about for many years.
All right. 4 guys, 2 crew, out into the darkness to find caiman. This is going to be epic.
Led by a team of local experts, we headed out with the mission of finding and safely catching one of the most iconic crocodilians in the world.
So right now we are just scanning the embankments for signs of caiman. What we're looking for are any slides where they came up during the day and were basking. Normally these creatures are pretty territorial, especially the males. So if we can find some slides, that means there's a good chance we'll find these animals at night. Oh, this is so cool.
Under the fading glow of daylight, we traveled several miles upriver, leading into a remote area that our guide said would be ideal for locating caiman. I was excited. Hopefully we were going to have several chances at catching one of these reptilian predators. A common practice used by many crocodilian research teams is to catch these reptiles with pole snares. It's a method I have been taught in the past, and am now getting the chance to test myself. Using a bamboo pole, rope, duct tape, and a simple wire snare, we carefully constructed the catching device. This is completely safe for the animal, and in no way will cause it any harm.
We got a caiman.
Perfect.
Right, Patty. So now we wait.
Now we wait. We wait for the sun to go down. I am pretty excited. I've been to Costa Rica. This is now my 4th time here, and this is the first opportunity that we have had to actually go after caiman. This is my favorite crocodilian species, and even catching a small one tonight, I would be ecstatic about that, but hopefully we can find one that's close to 6 feet. Now, at a maximum, they grow to about 8 feet in length. Odds of finding one of those, we'll see. I'm feeling pretty lucky. So we're going to head down this main channel of the river, look for some offshoots, head up in there, and hopefully manage to catch one of these guys. Caiman are primarily nocturnal, so as the last glimmer of light faded into darkness, the stage was set. Our spotlights methodically drifted along the muddy riverbanks. We were in search of eyeshine, which is the reflection of light in a crocodilian's eyes. And it wasn't long before we had a target in our sights.
Well, there's an American crocodile right there. Not what we're looking for, but we've seen a bunch of crocodiles. Look at this, it's gonna head toward the water. There it goes. Just a little guy. Man, if we could just find a caiman of that size, that'd be perfect.
To come across an American crocodile is certainly amazing. However, it was simply the wrong reptile, so we headed deeper into the night. Time and time again we saw eyeshine in the distance, yet as soon as we drew near, like a phantom, the animal had disappeared. Then finally, one of our guides spotted eyeshine deep in the reeds. This could be our chance. I held my breath as we slowly drifted in toward the shore. And sure enough, it was a caiman.
Back of its body. Hold on a second. It's really slippery.
That is a big caiman.
I got the back of its body. Nobody move. I'm gonna jump it. Nobody move. Got a shot on it?
Yep.
Hold tight, hold tight. Take a look. Got the rope. I got the rope. I got the rope. I'm tangled up with the caiman. You got a shot?
Yep, I got a shot.
1, 2.
Hi, I'm Todd Roach. I'm from Dallas-Fort Worth. We focus on crime scene and traumatic event remediation, as well as hoarding and declutter. There was a little girl, about 1 1/2, living in East Dallas, in what everyone would consider terrible conditions. The state had to intervene to make sure that her health and safety was taken care of and at the utmost priority. And so as a part of that, they called us, and they wanted to know if we could come and help this family. The family had no money to pay us for what they needed, nor could they afford to pay us even if they had the money given the conditions that they took. And basically, we were the catalyst for all other services and needs that this family needed to basically ensure the state that they were getting back on their feet and where they needed to be to protect this child. And so at the end of the day, we did that job. We didn't ask for any remittance. We just wanted to make sure that that little girl got to stay with her grandfather and grandmother and grow up with the family that she loved and knew. It is extremely rare that we do not get paid for the work that we do, but in this situation it was warranted because the child's health was at stake, being removed from her family was at stake, and one of the primary reasons I'm in this business is a core foundation that we believe in, and that's buy one helps first, and then we think about business second. My name is Todd Roach. I'm from Dallas-Fort Worth and also represent San Antonio in Texas, and we're there for you during your most traumatic event in your toughest time.
Need your rapid snout.
Wow, what a gorgeous
I'm going to
caiman.
get his mouth closed. Hold on. Close your eyes. Yep, got it. Okay, there we go. Tape the snout. This is definitely a caiman that needs its snout taped. This could take off a hand. Yes, there we go. Whoa, this is about as big as we could have hoped for tonight.
Okay, we're gonna put it up front.
Careful. Don't get whacked.
Hold on,
You all right?
we're losing it.
Grab. You alright?
Yep.
Everybody okay?
Incredible amount of power. Tangled in this underbrush. I am lassoed together with a spectacled caiman right now. This is unbelievably exciting. Wow! There's nothing like getting covered in mud to catch a reptile like this. An absolute prized specimen. Look at that tail. This thing is a beast. Oh, watch your face.
Wait.
Watch your face. Oh, smacked you? Yeah, a little bit.
You alright?
He's still got a lot of fight in him.
Okay, there you go. Just watch your face. There you go. There you go.
Got him. Yes. There we go. Told you, a lot of fight still. Coming up. Yes. Yes! Okay, the animal is up on the boat and under control. We need to bring it into the center of the boat so it doesn't throw us off of here.
Let's everybody back up.
Oh, one shot at snaring this reptile. I was moving so slow and trying to be so quiet. Great job, guys, keeping the lights right on its eyeballs. Kept it stunned in place. This thing is beautiful. It almost knocked out my tooth, but we have it up on the boat. It is very robust. Wow. So much more powerful than an American crocodile of this size. Okay, let's bring in some water. We're gonna actually clean the caiman off so you guys can see it better. Go ahead, come on in with the water. There we go. I'll get you washed off here, buddy. Get you all cleaned up. Nice. Oh, yes. Now, the name spectacled caiman comes from these two ridges right here in the center of the head. And if I point it straight at you, it almost looks as if it is wearing spectacles or glasses. Can you see that?
Yeah, you can see the bridge right between the eyes.
Ah,
Awesome.
it's beautiful. Now, scientists oftentimes say this kind of looks like an allosaur. Both allosaurs and ceratosaurs have these ridge bones, these prehistoric creatures, and an animal like this has been on the planet since the time of the dinosaurs. Now, we do have to keep tape on the jaws because a crocodilian of this size could take off a hand, but I love them because they almost have these fangled-looking teeth. Can you see that? These front ones, and look, you even have one that's sticking up there right from the snout. Can you see two?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one's just a little bit smaller. Now, as compared to a crocodile or an alligator, the eyelids are much more bony. Watch this. It does have a nictitating membrane. Check this out and close its eye. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There it goes. You see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the nictitating membrane. Now, they use that when they're underwater to help block any, residual debris from plants or anything that they attack from scraping their eyeball. Look at this. This is cool right there. You see that little spot? That's its ear flap. It has an ear right there. They have, believe it or not, pretty good hearing and excellent eyesight, especially at night. And let's look at this animal's back. The osteoderms are incredible. The spectacled caiman has more armor plating than an alligator or a crocodile. And right here specifically on the back of the neck, it is solid muscle and solid bone right there. Wow. I am in complete awe of this animal, and look at how robust it is. Solid muscle. All right, I can't give him too much space because at any second it could explode back in power. And that's what crocodilians are famous for. They rest up, they build up their energy, and then they make a go for it.
So he's building up his energy right now.
He is. That's where, I can't get complacent at any second because if he explodes in action, he's going to launch right off the boat. Might take me with him. We are tethered to the boat. We do still have the noose wrapped around the lower half of his body, but we have to be extra careful. Now, males tend to be bigger than the females, and I would say this one is of about average size. But this is a little trick that I learned from Mike and Chris. Last year, working with American crocodiles, I'm going to sex the caiman.
And now what are you doing?
I am feeling for the cloaca. There it is. Oh, that would
would be a boy, ladies and gentlemen, and one healthy boy at that. And you can see how robust this animal is, which tells me that the ecosystem is also incredibly healthy. That means there are big fish, there are big frogs, there are snakes. This is an opportunistic predator. Anything that it can get those massive jaws on is fair game.
Man, you have some mud on your face.
Do I?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, this is about the muddiest I've gotten since the Smoky Jungle Frog, I think.
Yeah. This may be the muddiest you've ever been. Wait till you see this.
I committed everything I had to catching this reptile. If it had gotten away, I would have never forgiven myself. I know that you guys are all watching right now thinking to yourselves, wow, I cannot believe you pulled that off. And to be honest with you, I can't believe I did either. This is a full-grown adult. Let me just try to give you a look at the full body there because I've been sitting on top of it. You see that? And the tail stretches all the way down the side of the boat. This is a beast. I could not have caught a more perfect caiman, in my opinion. Look at the hind limb here. Look at that. It's like holding the foot of a dinosaur. And in a sense, I really am. These reptiles have been on the planet for well over 100 million years. They are an evolutionary giant. Let's get some basic biometrics. We have already sexed the reptile. We do know that it is a male, but for my own purposes, I would love to know just exactly how long it is. If somebody wants to just grab my backpack there, I can get the measuring tape out. Okay, here we go. We're going to go from the tip of the snout, right, Mario? That's how you guys do it with the crocs.
Ooh, watch those teeth.
I know. This is very risky. Okay, good. Okay, hold the tail, Okay, got the back haunches under control.
Mario, once you get the measurement, why don't you bring it back to the camera to show us?
Okay, you got it? All right, go ahead and pull that out from between my legs.
Right at 59 inches.
Just about 5 feet.
Just about 5 feet. Oh, this is incredible. This is a beast. We could have searched for days and not come across a 5-foot caiman, let alone one that was up on the embankment that we were actually able to snare and get up close for the cameras. I am absolutely beside myself right now, covered in mud, lucky to still have my tooth, but there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the spectacled caiman, the one reptile that I have been just so eager to catch and get in front of the cameras for so many years now. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. Oh, that was awesome. High fives, guys. Muddy high fives. Yes. Oh, man. Woo! As we climbed from the boat and stepped onto the muddy bank, I could feel my time with this beautiful creature coming to an end. I carefully peeled the tape from its toothy snout and then quickly jumped back out of its strike zone. And now when people ask, what is the greatest animal you have ever caught? I smile and say, the spectacled caiman. If you thought catching a caiman was intense, make sure to go back and watch the episode where we pulled an enormous American crocodile from a drain pipe.
Okay, as long as it's sticking out your hand.
And don't forget, subscribe so you can join me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail.
Can you find someone big and then it? Yeah, keep it.
Hy-Vee's heating things up with big savings for you. This Thursday through Sunday, get $10 off a $100 order or $20 off a $200 order when you swipe your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. Don't have a Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card? Sign up in store and get the same great savings. $10 off a $100 order or $20 off a $200 order. Come in out of the cold for hot savings this Thursday through Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
She's going right towards us.
Okay, back up. All right. Back up, so. Yo, Bear! Back up, Bear!
Back up, Bear!
The Alaskan wilderness is by far the most epic-looking location we have captured on camera. Its towering mountains can be seen no matter what direction you turn, and as your boots trudge across the vast silt flats, you feel a sense of complete awe for this magnificent landscape. Aside from the scenery, this far northern state is home to a number of iconic animals, including bald eagles, moose, wolverines, and the most powerful predator in North America, the brown bear.
These tracks right here are probably only about 10 minutes old, and that means the bear is just ahead of us.
In the past, I've had the chance to work up close with a brown bear, specifically Ursus arctos horribilis, more commonly known as the grizzly bear. We filmed an episode of Breaking Trail alongside Adam, a bear who was raised in captivity and who is very used to working in front of the cameras. The goal of interacting with this 750-pound animal was to show you what to do
Whoa, bear! Whoa, bear!
and not do if you ever encounter a grizzly and are faced with an attack. It was one of the most intense episodes we had ever produced, and to this day has garnered millions of views, all while educating the public on proper safety techniques when hiking in bear country. And it was no more than a couple years later that I would be put in the position where I had to implement these techniques, as I encountered a bear in the wild. We had just completed production on our highly anticipated Wolverine episode, and the sun was getting low in the sky. It was a great time to get some location photography, so the crew and I headed up an old logging road and deep into the wilds of the Alaskan backcountry. At this time of day, bears are very active, so we made sure that we were armed with bear spray. We headed off the road and down onto the silt flats, where we spent time getting a few epic-looking shots. Mark and Mario wanted to film the sunset, so they headed upriver, leaving Austin and I behind to shoot some photographs. Once finished, we began to walk back in the direction of Mark and Mario, when all of a sudden, we were faced with one of the most dangerous encounters in the animal kingdom.
She's going right towards us.
Okay, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Alright, ready? Walk to the car.
Back up, so. Yo, bear! Yo, bear! Back up, bear!
Back up, bear!
Back up, bear! Back up, bear! Good bear, good bear! Pursue slow.
Yo, bear! Yo, bear! Yo, bear!
Yo, bear, yo, bear!
Yo, bear! Yo, bear!
Go back, bear! Go back, bear! Holy cow. Holy cow. That was insane. We had a mother coming straight up on us with multiple cubs. That was pretty wild.
Oh!
Keep your guard though, because she may have worked her cubs down the line there. Oh, wow. That was crazy.
What was that, 3 cubs? 4 cubs?
4 cubs.
4 cubs.
4 cubs and a sow. Just pace yourself slow here. We don't know where she moved off to. Wow. Okay, just go slow. That is my hand shaking, bear spray, ready to go if she charged. That was crazy. That was a mother with 4 cubs. That is the closest you were ever going to get to a brown bear right there. Less than 100 yards. That was insane. How you feeling right now?
Dude, I'm like shaking.
Dude, my hand is shaking.
When
Look
she
at these
stood up,
tracks.
I was like, oh,
She stood up,
man.
hind legs right there. Look at that track. That is the closest you're gonna get. And she had cubs.
A large number of bear attacks happen when a human stumbles upon the exact scenario Austin and I were faced with. Nothing is more dangerous than a mother bear defending her cubs.
Okay, so we've now met back up with Mark and Mario. The bears actually ran right in between us. You guys were up ahead trying to find bears, and they just split the difference between us. But come here, check this out. Look at all of the tracks down here in the mud, and
I would have loved for them to get a little bit closer, but you have to make that wise decision at some point. You can see that there's a bunch of log snags here, and I had to make that call that was alert the bear, let them know that Austin and I were in front of them, because if the mother got up over the top of these logs, she may have felt pinned and charged us. Thankfully, they went the other direction. That may have been the most intense thing that has happened the entire trip. And right now, I'll show you a couple. Right now, I'll show you. And right now, I can't even talk. And right now, we'll show you a couple photos that Austin got of the bears. I don't even know how you had the wherewithal to pop up your camera and get those shots, but holy cow, that's being less than 100 yards from a mother brown bear and her cubs. Wow, that was crazy.
And that's why you always carry that.
And that is why you always carry bear spray when you're out here in brown bear country. Wow, that was crazy. If you like bears, make sure to go back and watch my up-close encounter with Adam. And don't forget, subscribe so you can join me and the crew on the next location. Jeez. Yeah, that's a big set of teeth right there.
Hey guys, it's Jen. What's up, dude? And welcome back to
Guys, I usually don't film on these days. This is the day I'm not supposed
another video.
We got big news. We got this box in the mail. I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is, but it is a super epic surprise for everyone.
So excited for this, but why is there explosives on it?
I don't know. This actually kind of scares me. So there might be a bomb in here. We don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna back up while you open this with a pizza cutter.
So we've got this really cool pizza cutter, and I thought, why not use it to try to open this box? It actually looks like it would be perfect for box opening.
Oh, Cloud's coming to help you.
All right, so we just go. Okay, this actually doesn't work at all. Hold on. You see this hole right here?
Okay. Is it not very sharp?
Wait a second. Wait.
It's too dull.
Wait. How do you cut through pizza? Wait, it's gonna.
Oh, wait, I hear it. It's doing something.
This is the hardest box. Okay.
I'm gonna get you scissors.
Okay. Oh my God, I might have broken it.
What do you mean?
I know that you might love this.
What did you do?
Apparently you shouldn't even use this to open pizza. Look, the color just started coming right off.
Whoa.
You are really bad at opening things.
Okay, I'm gonna get you a... Oh my gosh. Cloud just did like a flip off the wall.
Oh. Alright dudes, we are back. Jen got me these wonderful scissors right here.
Yes, they're gorgeous.
We've had these for a long time. I'm gonna break them. I'm not even gonna use them.
No, use them.
I've got this. Look, all you have to do is just peel this off.
That's what we bought these scissors for, you know.
To open boxes?
Yes, they're meant for opening boxes.
No, my hands. My hands were meant for opening boxes. So we'll open this up and boom.
Another box. Boxception.
That's right, a box.
In a box.
You guys probably already know what it is, but I'm still not gonna say it in case maybe you don't know what Alienware is. So, we have a box within a box, but this one looks like it just opens right up. And boom.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She's absolutely beautiful. We got a new laptop for Jen to record with, which means the lag should be gone forever.
This is so exciting.
Okay.
I want to compare the two.
That's what I was thinking. We're gonna grab this one, unplug everything.
This is a nice box.
I think I'm gonna keep that box for the rest of my life. Alright, the old computer. Next to the look. It's so much bigger.
Can we make it glow pink?
We can totally do that for you.
Yes.
So guys, you might be wondering, what are the statistics? Well, I have a piece of paper. Alright, so it has same graphics card that my computer has. We are
So sleek.
we're graphics card twins now.
Wait, really? It's the same?
It's the exact same one.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so much better than you now. I'm gonna beat you in everything.
Jen's excuse always is lag and stuff. It is 32 gigabytes of RAM. Although I
Looks like he's heading in both directions, forward and backward.
have 64.
Almost just fell down. I'm so excited. I can't contain myself.
So 32 gigabytes of RAM. Mine's got 64, but you're not gonna need that much because you don't do the editing on that 2 terabyte hard drive. You will never.
Hey guys, it's Jen.
What's up, dudes?
And welcome back to another video. Hey guys, it's Jen.
What's up, dudes?
And welcome back to another video.
I am so excited for this one, guys. I am so hungry, and we're starting a new series. You've seen these on the side of the screen on YouTube where it's like 1 versus 1 million.
Yes, that's what we're doing. We bought a box of a dollar. We bought a box of chocolate that cost $1.
And then $1 million box under here. I'm just kidding, it's $100. So it's 1 versus 100. I've actually never watched any of those videos, so I don't know if we're doing it right.
And we have a whole new setup going on with the camera. We bought a tripod.
Finally!
It's kind of like the camera's like taped up, so it might come crashing down.
I
We
hope
don't
not.
know, but we tried.
If you guys like all of a sudden see just a table and us, we don't notice, we're really sorry. We love you guys though. Oh, you guys, if you love food, subscribe to the channel right now. But if you don't love food, I don't know what's wrong with you. But please subscribe still. Okay, because if you don't love food, we're gonna kill it by consuming it. Oh, Cloud's here.
Can you imagine if they like taste exactly the same?
I'll be sad.
Please subscribe to my mom. Subscribe right now.
So Cloud's probably gonna be sticking around. So this is how it's gonna work. We're gonna unleash them upon you.
Okay, right now, ready? 3.
Oh, we came too early.
Unleashing at the same time.
Okay, 3,
3,
2, 1.
boom!
So Jen's is a $1 box from the dollar store, which is amazing how big it is.
Yes, there was so much dust on this. I think it was sitting on the shelf for like years. I had to brush off the dust.
It's like falling apart too. It literally came like this. It literally came like
I know,
this.
I'm kind of scared.
Meaning someone actually could have like went to it and opened
Wait,
it.
it was open?
No, there was plastic over it, but it was literally
There's
like
probably some missing chocolates in here.
there's probably like 3 chocolates in
I'm
it.
even more scared.
So this is the brand Elmer.
Elmer chocolate, premium chocolate.
Since 1855.
Okay, I'm gonna read off the flavors that we have.
Okay.
We have the caramels. Is it caramel or caramel? I never know.
It's like tomato.
Strawberry creme, orange creme,
Ooh,
coconut truffle, and chocolate caramel.
Alright, and mine, guys, this one is from
Oh, wait, I want to show the box.
if you'll look at the charts over there, you'll see that sales are down, and obviously we should try to improve them, which we could probably do at some point, so go team, right?
Chocolate
Oh, it's much heavier than I thought it would be. Alright, so this.
Oh, there's still some chocolate in it.
Oh, okay. This was the box that it came in, and the chocolate looks so gorgeous.
Look at this, guys. Look, they're all different shapes. They're hand painted. If these aren't delicious, at least they're beautiful. So you showed yours, right?
I almost feel like bad eating them because they're so pretty.
So these ones
Oh
are
no,
right
I
here.
didn't actually show them.
Okay, we'll put them up next to each other.
Okay.
Which ones look better? Okay. Oh no, you lost the heart.
Okay.
So this is what we're gonna do to decide who's gonna eat what to start this. We'll do a little comparison. I'm gonna smell mine.
Alright, let me
Oh
smell.
my god, they smell so good.
It smells.
They smell a little older. Not mine. They smell a little older. So right now we're gonna rock, paper, scissors to see who's eating the good one first.
Okay, I'm pretty good at this.
Okay.
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors,
shoot.
Okay, you have to pick one of these.
Alright.
Okay, so please don't
I
eat the
don't
cocoa
want
truffle.
to choose anything too crazy. I'm just gonna go with the.
Don't go cocoa truffle.
Why?
Because I'm gonna want to eat
No,
that
I'm
one.
going with the cocoa truffle.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm so.
Okay, go for it.
There's like hair on it. How old are these?
Okay, go for it. Let me know how it is. It's probably gonna be decent. You have to eat more than one little tiny bite. And I'm gonna go with the milk chocolate one, which looks delicious.
This is actually really good.
It is?
Yeah.
I've never had anything this expensive before. This right here is more expensive than this box.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Which one is that?
Okay, the milk chocolate truffle thingy.
Well, it tasted good until I started eating more of it.
Oh my god, it's delicious.
Wait, you have to try this.
Mmm,
I want you to compare.
I'm scared.
You have to. It's good. In a weird kind of way.
Alright. You lied to me! Take some water or something.
Slimy.
Alright, round two is about
That
to.
just completely ruined all their
It
chocolate.
did, it ruined it completely. I can't, no good taste is left in it. Alright,
So
here we go.
really, we need to like clean our palates.
Alright guys, we gotta water down so we can cleanse
I
our
drank
palate.
like the whole thing.
Can't like take the taste out of our mouth. Alright, are you ready for round two?
Oh man, I'm nervous.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Okay, you're the big different guy.
Ah, this is not good.
Alright, anytime you want of these.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. Can I choose the same one? No,
No,
I
you
don't
can't.
want to.
You have to go with a different kind.
Okay, I'm gonna go with strawberry creme.
Okay, you go with that one.
Okay. I think it's this.
Scalpel. 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 Scalpel.
This one.
So show them a little square.
A little square.
And I think that I'm gonna go with. I don't
Oh,
know.
it smells really weird. Wait, smell.
No, it smells fine.
No, it doesn't.
Alright, so this one is German chocolate cake.
Wait, is there a choose the strawberry cheesecake?
I don't like that. Alright, look, there it is. I'm very picky compared to Jen.
Okay, ready?
Okay, we're gonna go at the same time.
All right.
We'll take them both a little bite, okay?
Okay. Oh, this is so bad.
I don't like mine either.
It's like Pepto-Bismol in this. You guys need to see this. Are you puking? I'm gonna go make sure he's okay.
I totally didn't realize it was coconut in that one. I hate coconut.
I know he really hates
Like
coconut.
anything coconut is right. I just can't do it.
I love coconut.
Okay, we're gonna go for it again.
Okay.
This is the smallest bite.
So gross.
Alright.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes.
Okay. So Jen gets to pick one of the good ones.
I'm gonna choose Let me see. I'm looking at all the different flavors.
All right, any of
I'm just
these?
gonna pick the nicest looking one. I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay, so the pink heart, according to the papers that we have all over the place here, is what is it?
Oh, it's white chocolate raspberry.
Okay, white chocolate raspberry. Show them the little heart.
Okay. It's a gorgeous little heart.
And since I'm absolutely terrified, I'm going back with the cocoa truffle again. We both have hearts though.
Oh yes, we do.
Okay, so we'll both go with that. This is normal
Yeah, I'm
chocolate.
excited about this.
Okay.
Oh, you're back for the jugular there. Okay.
I didn't wait for it. I didn't know what it tasted like.
It's really good.
It is?
You wouldn't like it though. You would actually hate it.
There's a weird aftertaste to these. They really weird.
It has a really good raspberry flavor.
Like the aftertaste is really strange.
I know. Here, drink water.
Alright.
That one's really good.
Alright.
I'm happy with that.
Alright, I was fairly happy with mine since I didn't die. Oh, the coconut got me.
Right.
Alright.
Right?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Yes! Alright, you're picking one of these in different flavor this time.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the. No, I don't want any more creams. I'm gonna go with the cocoa truffle again.
There is no more cocoa truffles now!
Okay. Caramel. I'll go caramel.
Okay, no caramel. It's a little circular one. And then I am going to go with, there's some really cool looking ones. I'm looking to see what everything is here. Which one do you think I should go with? Oh, there's a dark chocolate cream truffle. I'm going with that
Okay,
one.
do that one. There's no coconut in that one.
Alright, so this is just a normal dark chocolate truffle. As you can see, it's a little tiny truffle that looks delicious.
Okay, ready?
Alright, look.
I have to tell you, I hate caramel.
You
I
do?
absolutely hate it.
Maybe you like this one.
Hang on. Oh! Ew. This is why I don't like it. It's so sticky.
You ruined mine. Mine's actually really amazing. Wipe it on the paper.
Okay.
On the bar.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Alright.
I'm cleaning it off my face. Okay, are you ready?
I am ready.
Hey guys, it's Jen.
What's up, dude?
And welcome to a very special Cook With Us video. Did you do something different to your hair?
Oh, is there something wrong with it?
It looks different.
I think it's falling out. Dude, today's an important day. We figured we'd record this because I'm about to do something very, very weird.
Bizarre.
So basically, we're going into the garage to grill with my electric grill.
Yes,
We
and
have to do
there is
this.
a reason for this, guys. There's a method to our madness. Well, no, there's really not.
Okay, tell them.
Okay, so we bought a steak. Pat cooked it in the oven
I
the
did
other
not buy
day.
a steak.
He bought a huge chunk of beef.
I bought the chunk of beef roast.
Yeah.
I cooked it in there and it came out. It tasted.
Hey guys, it's Jen.
What's up, dudes?
And welcome back to another video. So we finally made it home. And this is the text message we got from my cousin who is watching Cloud. Hey guys, it's Jen.
What's up, dudes?
And welcome back to another video. I wanted you guys to meet my Cloud.
It's not
I
Cloud. So this was Jen's cat before we moved. She still lives with her mom. So Lily, why don't you come over and say hello to everyone?
She's very sweet. Come here, Lily.
What's she looking
I
at?
don't know.
Is there a ghost?
She sees things.
Alright, I'm gonna pick her up. I haven't seen her in so long.
Okay, she might like meow when you pick her up, though.
Oh, look how happy
Look,
she is.
she's smiling.
Come here.
Oh, she's very nice. Okay, she's kind of big.
She's about 40 pounds. Oh, you
Lily, say
Look.
hello.
Dark and difficult times lie ahead. We must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy.
Stay with me until the end.
Every Harry Potter movie, plus hundreds more, available now on HBO.
Hey guys, it's Jen.
What's up, dudes?
And welcome back to another video.
As you can see, there is nothing left here.
You're officially moving today. We're all packed up. The car is full. Cloud is very sad right now. He doesn't know what's happening, but all of his stuff is gone.
I know, he's really like panicked. He like followed me around as I took everything and put it into the car. I said, where's my alligator?
And he was trying to go in his tent, but it's empty.
Oh, dude, we actually got him a brand new tent because this one was so dirty. We put a new one in the new house so we could surprise him with it. We're gonna show you the first time he ever goes into his new home.
But then we realized that it's supposed to be dirty.
I know it's supposed to look dirty because it's a kid's tent.
It's not actually dirty.
So if you look at this really quick, we're gonna show you guys once again. This is not actual dirt.
Fake dirt.
It is purple, we didn't realize. So his tent, we took everything out of it except for the lion head, which he doesn't really like. And we're gonna make it even more epic in the other house. He's so sad right now, there he is.
I know, I can't wait for him to go to the other house though and see that all of his stuff is not gone forever.
We don't know if he's gonna be like really excited or really scared, but he's going for it.
Alright, so subscribe to Mommy. We're gonna go right now. We'll start recording again once we get to the other house.
See you dudes right now.
Alright guys, we made it to the new house and Cloud is ready to see his new home.
Alright, we're gonna follow him around for the next 10 minutes or so.
How low he is.
He's so scared.
I hope that he realizes that his stuff is here.
God, look.
Remember the stuff that you missed? It's all here.
Oh my god, he's going the right way. Go to the office.
Oh my god.
The TV's in there.
Yeah, the TV. No? Okay, where do we go?
Oh my god, the stairs. We've been waiting for this. We've never seen him come upstairs.
We're going to the closet.
Okay, let me turn the lights on. Now we're leaving the closet.
He needs to explore the whole house.
He's going to the bathroom now.
He's touring the house right now.
Alright, he saw the bathroom. This is like a speed tour of the house, isn't it?
Oh man, where are we at?
Depression is a tangle of multiple symptoms that can make you sad, feel tired, and have difficulty concentrating. Trintellix is a prescription medication for depression. It may help you take a step forward in improving your depression. Tell your healthcare professional right away if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Do not take with MAOIs. Tell your healthcare professional about your medications, including migraine, psychiatric, and depression medications, to avoid a potentially life-threatening condition. Increased risk of bleeding or bruising may occur, especially if taken with NSAID pain relievers, aspirin, or blood thinners. Manic episodes or vision problems may occur in some people. May cause low sodium levels. The most common side effects were nausea, constipation, and vomiting. Ask your healthcare professional if it's time for a change to Trintellix.
The house, isn't it?
Oh man, where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, you want to go in the office? Your TP's in there. I think he's a little frightened to go in there. It looks a little creepy.
I know, it looks kind of scary. We're just gonna follow him around.
Okay.
Or his stuff is in there.
This is the dining room. Do you like it? Do you like your new house?
He's just running everywhere.
Oh, go in the living room. Your alligator's in there.
All your stuff's in the living room. It's okay. Aw.
It's okay.
Oh, we're going to the bedroom.
Oh, okay. Let's go in the bedroom.
you missed it. I slid and...
I kind of saw a little glimpse.
Oh.
Oh, he's crying. Wait, we have to find him.
He's right there.
Oh. Look.
I got your toy.
Your toys. They're over here.
I got your toy. I ran to his toy and then I just went, ooh, I just fell.
Okay, where, is he in the bedroom?
Where'd you go? Where's the closet?
Oh, okay.
I'm getting all the lights on. This is so weird. Look, do you recognize the blankets?
Do you recognize the tables over there and the dresser?
Are you recognizing anything? It's your house. Ooh, he's gonna go in the bed.
Oh, is he? Ooh.
Please help me. They're trying to kill me. I'm kidnapped. I'm kidnapped.
Oh no, he's stuck. Oh, it's okay.
Oh, he's a little sad.
No.
He's just looking around. He's literally scoping out
He's
every
probably
single
gonna be
area.
doing this for a while.
I know, he's gonna be going around forever.
Yes. Just smelling everything.
Peeing on everything, marking his territory. Alright.
Alright, come on. No, he still wants to explore the bed. He's not done yet. Come on. I know, it's okay.
He's going in the other
He
closet
wants
now.
to see my closet. Look, my clothes are in there.
You don't care about the clothes? Why don't we give you some treats?
If you'll look at the charts over there, you'll see that sales are down, and obviously we should try to improve them, which we could probably do at some point, so go team, right?
You don't care about the clothes? Why don't we give you some treats?
Okay, good idea. We brought his treats over to make him happy.
We're gonna give you some treats.
Alright, they're on the kitchen counter.
We'll put you up on the counter. Look, your favorite dental treats that you love so much. We don't know why you love them, but your breath has been fabulous.
It smells so good.
I'm trying to give you the dental treats. No? You don't want the crumb? Where are we going? We're running around in circles. I'm getting
Yeah, we
dizzy.
are. Where are we going, Cloud? Where are we going? Do you remember these chairs? You love these chairs. You love them.
No, I want to go back home.
This is your new home. He's on the move.
He's on the move. He really likes the bedroom.
I know, you love the bedroom.
He loves it.
Don't you want to go to the office? The office has your TV.
Yes, your tent's in there.
I set up the entire thing for you. It took me hours to put it together. Hours, I tell you.
Maybe we should just, push him in that direction. Maybe just grab him. Just grab him and bring him.
Let's go. We're going to the office.
Okay, let's go.
Let's
Bring him
go.
there. We'll show him his tent, and he'll be so happy.
Don't run too fast in this house. It's very slippery.
Okay.
I almost died at the beginning of the video. Wait, look. Look. Your tent.
Look. Oh, he went in.
Your tent's back.
Of course you remember your tent.
And all your stuff's in there. We have your pineapple, your sheep, your sushi.
I really want to see him go upstairs.
All right, he might go for it.
Ooh.
He's never been upstairs
He's
before.
never gone upstairs before.
He's never seen this. He doesn't even know what this
He
is.
has no idea what this is.
Are we going back over here again? Nope, we're turning.
Ooh, let's go upstairs.
Cloud!
Cloudy!
There's amazing things. Presents, gifts. Some of the best things you've ever seen. There's a mouse the size of a T-Rex up
Oh
there.
wait, do you think he found his food bowl? Look at your food bowl.
He's going in the pantry.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of cramped in here. We didn't organize it yet, Cloud. That's what
Look
it's
it.
gonna be.
Does this look familiar to you? It's your food bowl.
We got you a brand spanking new one. Look, it's your pool. You're gonna go swimming, catching them fish in there. You're gonna be catching them fish. Where are we going? Why are we going in the bedroom again?
He found the laundry room.
Cloud, look out there. You can see the great outdoors. All right, we're leaving again.
Where are we going?
All right, want to go upstairs? It would be so cool.
Yes, it
Climb
would
up
be
your
so
first stairs.
fun. Let's go upstairs. It might be too much for him.
I don't know. He might fall down the stairs. That's what I'm scared about. He's just go tumbling down.
No.
All right, where are we going?
Are we going back in the pantry?
You know what? Maybe he's nervous. Maybe if I get down here with him.
Oh, okay.
We go together. Where are we going?
You're freaking him out.
Where are we going?
He's even more scared now.
So he has to spend the whole day.
And he has a lot of areas to explore.
So I think we're back to our bed. He keeps going there over and over again. All right, guys, we are bringing Cloud to his litter box for the first time.
Yes, look.
That's your new litter box.
There you go, poo-poo.
All right, so please don't poo in the bed. You keep going to the bed, don't poo in it. Oh, office.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
it's so dangerous.
Yeah.
The floor is deadly. All right, maybe you could just chill in there instead of peeing in our bed.
Oh, maybe go sit in there with him.
All right, I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, you almost sat on his head.
All right, so I'll stay in here for hours with you, Cloud, if it makes you feel better.
He's very sad right now.
All right, so I've got his pineapple. Look, it's your pineapple.
It's your pineapple. Wait, where'd he go? Oh.
Did he leave?
Oh, he hears noises.
Don't worry.
I promise they're not monsters.
All right, you better get back in.
Oh, no.
All right, hide in here. I'll protect you. So me and Cloud are going to be spending most of the day together, me protecting the little savage.
Yes.
But soon, he will be out hunting.
By
Deer.
later tonight, he'll be
hunting deer.
He's climbing up the stairs right now.
First time ever going upstairs. This is amazing.
He seems really confident about it too. Okay, let's keep going.
Until he falls down the stairs and rolls.
There's more stairs.
We're almost at the top, little dude.
Maybe he'll find his room. Oh no. Oh wait.
Wait,
No.
we're going up. We're going up.
No, there's more stairs.
Come on, Cloud.
Come on.
Come on, we're almost there.
You can do
Let's
it.
go. Come on.
Oh wait, he's going down.
This is where he's probably going to fall.
Don't fall and hurt yourself.
Come on, Cloud, we need to go up.
I'm so nervous. Wait, he's coming.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, keep going.
I'm talking to you.
Oh. You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you.
You made it upstairs. Look, the house is bigger. This is the beauty room.
Look, it's my beauty room.
Do you remember it?
This room.
Remember, we took it and it left like a month ago. But there's the closet.
Oh, maybe he'll find his room.
Okay, this is exciting.
Alright, he's gonna go in the bathroom probably.
He's gonna go in every room. He literally will explore every single room in the house.
He's seeming more confident though as he's walking around the house.
He's definitely more comfortable. I think he's just kind of annoyed that he's here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is his room.
This is your room.
Oh my god.
It's not done yet. It's a work in progress, but look, you have your own little TV.
And look, you have your own little mini couch.
Yes, you have your own little rug.
It's your toys.
Your
Do you remember
toy
that?
basket. Look, your ice cream.
Everything's here, Cloud. All your favorite things.
Yay. Okay, he wants to go back down now.
Alright, it's okay.
It's just too much house for him to
I know.
explore.
He's so little. I'm surprised. We've only been here for like 45 minutes. He already explored everything downstairs.
Oh, look.
He went upstairs. Before he was like down on the floor, and now he was running around everywhere in the house.
Alright, where are we going?
Alright, are we going back down?
Scalpel.
Alright, where are we going?
Alright, are we going back down?
Please don't hurt yourself.
Alright, we need to watch to make sure he doesn't fall down his first time going downstairs.
Okay. He's not sure if he wants to go down or not.
Alright, where are we going?
No, why is he looking like he wants to jump off the edge?
Please don't jump up here.
Please do not do that. And we're going back down.
Alright, Cloud's first time downstairs. He's doing pretty good so far. He's falling.
That's amazing.
Alright, we're going down. Alright, let's go to the bottom. I'm coming with you. Oh my god, he like jumped the last step. You have to be more careful. It is more dangerous going down the
And
stairs.
don't forget your litter box is right there. I don't want you pooping all over the house.
Alright, remember this. Yes, it's your litter box. I'm gonna put you in it. I think you're supposed to put the cat in it so they like know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh. Okay. Should we keep walking? I don't know.
This is like really
This is awkward.
Bye.
Alrighty, finished his business. Now he's just cleaning up after himself.
You are such a good boy. You really had to go, didn't you?
We're gonna get you a little mat so you can wipe your paws.
Right now he's back on the run once again.
He's coming. Alright, come on. You have to finish exploring the rest of the house.
Where are you running? He's so much happier now.
Look, it's the guest we probably shouldn't break
No, it's terrifying in there. You're just gonna scare him. You can tell he's so much happier now. He's actually
Yeah, he's
exploring.
way more calm now.
And he's looking inside.
Oh, you do not jump off that balcony.
I know, please, don't be jumping anywhere crazy. So there's nothing in the game room that boom, 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 there's a couple things there got me for Christmas over here.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I want to make sure that he doesn't just like go flying off the stairs.
We're gonna like block it or something. Right, he's going back downstairs. But guys, Tyler's gonna be so happy in his new house.
You're such a good boy.
He's walking downstairs.
I'm so proud of you. So proud.
So he's gonna tumble down now. But the thing is, guys, he's gonna be so happy in this house. He's gonna have so many different rooms to explore. He's gonna be running everywhere,
He's
looking
already
outside.
so much happier too.
I know. At first, he was like really confused and scared, but now he's actually checking out the house. And I am so excited to be here. We're finally moved in with our cat.
Yay, it's so exciting. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this one.
Also, Fantasy Channel is.
You haven't played World of Tanks yet? You're wasting your life. Because in World of Tanks, you can shoot on the move, shoot on the spot, shoot in the sky, run over pumpkins, destroy private property, park where you want, blow up turrets, ram enemies, drown enemies, fall on enemies, and admire the sunset.
In a world of tanks, tanks rule!
Oh! A big boy!
What just came out of your mouth?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Pat, and welcome back to more Gario.
Hey guys,
So we have a challenge planned once again. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. What's the challenge?
So, as you've already noticed, challenges are getting kind of weirder every episode.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not gonna like this one. Like, you are really... You thought you hated the last one? You're gonna hate this one.
What is it?
Hold on, eat me. Okay, hold on. I'll tell you in a moment.
Jen's hole is over here.
Oh! There's so many people. Yeah, we're playing with fans once again, guys. Thank you so much for everyone that came out to play with us today.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so this is the challenge.
Okay.
So, once again, if you die, there's a punishment.
Uh-oh. What is it?
Alright, so basically, I can't believe this was thumbs up so many times. Jen loves tater. Great. Oh, thank you.
Tater tots?
I guess. Tater. I don't know what other kind of taters there are.
Me either.
Potatoes? So this is it. If you die, the other person gets
so
to...
nervous.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
They get to tickle you for 3 seconds straight.
No! I
And
don't like
Jen
being tickled.
really
at all.
hates being tickled badly.
It's like torturous for me.
So I changed it around a little bit. They were like 3 seconds for every death, and then you add it up at the end and tickle the person for that long straight.
This is the worst challenge ever.
But instead, I thought we'd do that plus 3 seconds after every death, right when it happens too.
What? I'm sorry, I almost died. I wasn't listening.
Alright, the challenge is going to be, you get 3 seconds for every death right after it happens, plus you add them all up and do it at the end too.
Okay.
So it's going to be pretty
This
bad.
sounds horrible.
It's going to be fun.
No, it's not.
Oh, it is. So let me know if you die.
I'll let you know I'm playing as Dilma today.
Oh, the lady that looks like Richard Simmons.
Yes. Well, she does in Agario. I don't know about real life.
She probably
I don't
does it in
even
real
know
life.
who she is.
I have no idea either. And I'm so sorry if she happens to be your mother.
Sorry.
Or something like that. Alright, so I'm actually doing pretty good. What's your score at?
I'm at 118.
Someone named I'm So Creamy is next to me.
I will not die today.
No!
It won't happen.
I just got creamy a little bit.
I'm probably gonna die as I try to tickle you.
I
It's gonna be
know.
hard to survive while the other person has to tickle you.
I know, it's gonna be fun. It's actually gonna be awesome.
Get in my belly!
Momo!
Come on!
They said passe Momo, so I said Momo. Thank you, Momo. I'm almost up to 1,000.
Really? Already?
And also, we're gonna see who can actually hit higher on the leaderboard today. There isn't too many teams on this world. I try to find one where it's not ridiculous because they're really taking over Agario.
I know it's like impossible to find a world without teams now.
I know there's like thousands. Oh, I'm in 10th place.
Already? You're doing so good.
Don't go after me, dude. Don't you do
Ninja
it.
Master!
Oh, there's a dude AFK. I haven't seen an AFK person in like months.
Ooh, come here. Jen loves Tater is feeding me.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they are.
Don't you try to do this. I need to recombine. Don't you get near me, big, pink, black.
Oh my god, is that you?
that's you right there.
Oh.
Oh my god, I want to be able to tickle you. Come here.
No! Get away from me!
No! That person ate a lot of me. I'm still coming for you, you know?
I'm getting far away.
There's a lot of people that look just like me. Don't you call this a llama?
I think so.
That's Jen's
That's
name
what
for
I
it?
would call it.
It's actually an alien face, you can tell.
I thought it was a bunny. You know, like the
Wait.
eyes or the ears.
It actually does look like it.
Yeah.
It seriously does look like it could be a bunny. I see Jen's helper, I see Kyle, Pat, the untie, I don't know what that
There's
means.
a really big man over there, or lady. Oh god. Oh god! Get away from me!
I want to do this so bad.
No!
I think you guys have no idea how bad she's affected
Oh
by
my
it.
god, oh my god.
Are
I
you
need to
nervous?
get away. Yes!
Won't be that
Don't
bad.
eat me! I'm gonna cry. Oh.
Oh! I'm waiting until you get into the game before I do it.
Oh my god.
You're right, I'm probably gonna die during this. So 3 seconds straight.
No!
And I'm gonna mark this down as
How am
well.
I supposed to survive while you're tickling me?
I don't know. Jen actually becomes immobile.
I'm gonna fall to the ground. Don't do it! Oh god!
1, 2,
Ow!
3.
It's actually painful for me. It's painful to get tickled.
I know. And once again, guys, leave a comment. What do you want the next challenge to be?
This is. I don't want to play Mario anymore.
The challenges are getting weird, aren't they? Getting stranger by the minute.
Stay away from me, Nick Man.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Please don't eat me.
Yeah, I think she's gonna lie.
What?
You're gonna lie. If you die, you're not even gonna say anything.
I know.
I can already see it happening. Like, yeah, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm about 1,000, actually. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Oh, Jenny, you a little bit jelly because I see my true love over here.
No.
Boom.
Oh god. Nick Man, what are you doing?
She's about to die.
What are you doing, bro? He tried to eat me, but he failed.
I just came into 4th for a second. Actually, doing pretty good.
Ooh, Evan is number 7.
Oh, by the way, I'm actually not affected by tickling very much at all.
Well, that's because I can't tickle. I don't know how.
Oh my god, I have to mention this. Jen is so ticklish that I've never seen this before. She can actually tickle herself, and it makes her laugh hysterically. I've never met anyone that was actually affected by themselves.
Your son is over here. It says I'm Pat's son.
Now,
Do
baby
you
boy.
have something to tell me?
Yeah, I have a son. Jen's too bad. Someone finally agrees.
Ooh, Sylvester. What?
It's
What'd you say about my head?
You have a 2-head. They're saying that you have a really small forehead, I guess. Instead of a giant one.
I like my forehead, okay? I like it. I think it's nice.
We all love it. Is that you? No, it's not.
No. It's an imposter.
I'm in 4 balls. Come here, Jokestar. Get in my balls. We'll have a ball party. Let's do this.
Alright, Nick Man.
do
I'm
it.
eating you. I'm eating you since you tried to eat me before. That was a fail.
Pat the mom. You're getting weirder, Jen.
Pat the mom.
I'm not a mom.
That's an interesting name.
I'm not a mom. Why am I called such weird things?
Pat, say Chase.
Chase. It worked. Alright. Yeah, you dudes. Yes.
Really?
I'm in 3rd.
Nice work.
I'm going for 1st today. Let's do
So
this.
good.
This is a good start.
Have you died yet?
No, I've not died, or you would have tickled me. Get in! Oh, man, he escaped it. Maybe not. Go on.
So many little balls for me to eat.
What score are you at?
Oh god, that's not you, is it?
No.
No, okay.
I'm much larger.
I'm at 265.
I'm at 3,184. Doing pretty good right now.
Wait, is that you? There's so many llamas.
I know, it's ridiculous. And I really do. Now that you mention it, I'm never going to be able to see it as anything else but a bunny.
Yeah.
With a really, like, grumpy looking face.
I never even saw the alien face. Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
I only ever saw the bunny. No! No!
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, mark it down. That's 2 so far. That's going to be 6 seconds at the end straight.
Oh my god, no!
Should we make it a shorter video?
Yes! Please! It's gonna be a
Yes.
5-minute video instead. It's probably already been 5 minutes.
Yeah, it probably has been. I'm doing pretty good. That is in a llama.
Ow!
Let's do this.
My ribs hurt because
resist. If you didn't resist, it wouldn't be so painful.
Oh god, there's so many bits. No!
Get her from the other side. 2.
Oh my god!
3.
Why do you tickle so painfully?
How sweaty are you? Alright, so I was in second for a second.
This is horrible. Sparky!
Help that.
I forgot to put deodorant on today. Sorry about that one.
Stop it. Stop it. I'm gonna get you really bad on the next one. Alright, so that was 3 times, right?
Yes.
I got to mark down.
I think.
Yeah, no way.
I think it was 1.
I don't think so. Alright, combine. Combine. Yes. Only 2 bunnies
Are you
now.
number 3? Is that you?
Yes, I am.
Nice.
I think he's number 1 though. I haven't seen them.
I haven't seen them either.
They must be really large.
How do they get their name like that?
I don't know how to do that. I want skulls in my name.
Oh my god, is that you? You just split, right?
Yes, it is. Oh, there you are.
God, you're so massive. Oh! Oh my god!
I didn't. Oh!
No!
1, 2, 3. I split at such a giant size just to try to get you.
That's like rug burn from you.
A hand's not a rug. On a second. We can
I
totally
can't
hit
play
first.
this anymore.
The pressure's on not to
I
die.
can't play this anymore.
She had so little. Edwin, don't do this, bro.
There's too many little balls after me. Okay, I died.
Are you dead? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna lose a ball trying to freaking get you. Don't do this. We can buy Edwin, stay away! Oh no! Oh no!
Escape! Yes!
This is bad for
I'm
me.
like a ninja.
It's really, I'm gonna lose 2 of my balls.
Good.
Oh god!
Are you gonna die?
Maybe.
Oh my god, yes!
No!
It's happening!
Never.
Yes!
No, I'm fine. Ooh. I don't want to be
I
tickled.
might have died while I was looking at your screen. Ow! Ow! Stop scratching me!
You know, this challenge is making it harder for me to play. I'm just gonna be honest about it. Ooh.
I want this video to end.
You notice that there's like 3 team people. I could probably never get in first. They're probably huge.
Probably. Ooh, Edmund is number 2.
Alright, Captain Cookie, thank you.
Alright, I need to go somewhere safe.
You want my balls? I want your balls. Alright, I'm so greedy. Don't eat me.
Oh! I didn't die.
You died
No, I didn't. I said I didn't die. You're like scratching me now.
I'm not scratching you.
Yes, you are.
So I'm
You
interested.
don't know how to tickle either.
So I'm wondering what people are going to come up with for the challenge for next week.
I don't know. I think you're going to be going solo next week.
Jen won't be joining anymore. Alright, I need to get... Oh! Oh, big boy!
What just came out of your mouth? You said, oh, big boy.
Yeah, that guy at first went after me, the big boy.
Oh my god. That was awesome.
I'm still alive. I'm at 1,000 still.
That's right arm.
It must be freaking huge. Ooh, should I go for this?
Do it.
Never mind.
Are you going after that huge ball? It looks like a bad idea.
No! Alright. I've been hit.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Alright. Oh my god. Oh! You said I was painful. Jeez.
You had to get up in there.
My god. You tickled my kidneys and my liver. It was so up in there.
Oh, that's a big ball.
I think you died for a second.
No, I'm fine. Still kicking.
Alright, so I have died. Again.
Patty is
I died again.
It says Patty is a fatty.
It hurts, but I died again.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you doing? It hurts.
That's how you. Oh no! I died while tickling you. This is torturous.
Ooh. Thank you.
Is it almost over?
It's not over yet. Alright, I really need... The people in first are just like... They're so much bigger, I don't think I would ever hit first.
Yeah.
I'm pretty satisfied with number 2. Someone's name is I Ate That Name. Not eating me today.
Yeah, I'm satisfied. I think that this video is over.
No, I don't think so. It's not even close.
Okay.
It's not like half over. I'm regrowing.
I'm gonna have a full video of tickling. That's the time I'm done.
I know it's gonna be amazing.
No, it's not.
It's gonna be awesome.
Looky new.
So what are you gonna come up with next time? They have to come up with something that can like top the singing plus the tickling.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous about it.
I'm very afraid. Oh God. Don't eat me, Fiji.
Soggy mustache. That's a cool name, sort of. A little bit cool. All right, come on. I'm rolling. Yes.
I'm so creamy.
Yeah, that's a weird name.
People come up with the weirdest names.
I mean, that's one of the fun parts of playing Mario is seeing the names.
It is.
Because there's no restrictions, clearly, at all.
There's a little Duma. Come here.
Is it you?
I would eat you. Yes, I ate her.
Alright, I'm actually in a really bad situation.
Good.
Don't!
Ooh, LeBron James is over here.
Good!
Do you think it's really him?
No!
I think it is.
Probably is. Probably is. You gotta chill, you know what I'm saying? Your own ways. They do it by playing the cardio. Let's sneak out this way.
God.
How am I alive still?
That is one large drama.
Oh, thank God, every combined.
At the grandpa.
I don't understand the joke, but it's been going on and it's getting worse every time. First it was like I'm an uncle, I'm a mom, and a grandma now.
Oh God. Oh God! Please don't eat me.
Chicken breast.
Lord Lucy.
Yes, had a snack. It's the protein here. Chica, F and A, 5 Nights at Freddy's, Pat. Ate you. Thank you so much, Pat. Is that? No, I'm just gonna grab this. Don't you try to take this from me, anyone.
I need to say that I thank you, Dr. Traceoris.
Oh my God, you said it wrong again.
Are you serious?
Trioris.
I tried to say it right that time.
Did you really?
Yes.
It's Shia LaPat is over here.
Ooh.
Pat's pinky toe. All right.
Oh my God, it's a large Dilma. No! She ate me.
I don't have many places to hide.
I died.
Oh God. Oh! They're all popped. Give me some of this. All right. Don't do it. This might be a bad idea. No!
You haven't played World of Tanks yet? You're wasting your life. Because in World of Tanks, you can shoot on the move, shoot on the spot, shoot in the sky, run over pumpkins, destroy private property, park where you want, blow up turrets, ram enemies, drown enemies, fall on enemies, and admire the sunset.
In a world of tanks, tanks rule!
This might be a bad idea. No!
We both have to tickle each other.
All right, I'm adding them to the tally.
Okay.
Honestly, I can't
It's
even...
Uncle Chewy. Pat the auntie? What does that even mean?
Should we do the same time?
Yeah.
All right.
Stop it! Why did you choose my belly button?
I don't know.
I died again from that.
Oh, sorry. Ah! That's my ribs. All right, let's focus here. All right.
Okay.
Let's focus.
All right, yeah. It's really hard to.
It's much
After
harder
you
to
get
play.
tortured.
I know. I can't play seriously like this.
I can't even see clearly.
What? I want to see a doctor about that. Just saying. All right, we're good. We got this.
Oh God! Stop it, Shia LaPat!
Don't you pop yourself into pieces and eat me. Yeah, I said it.
You told him.
Yeah, I told him like so good too. Dude must be embarrassed. All right, come here. Thank you. Zorko loves Pat and Jen. That's a cool name.
Zorro or Zorko?
Zorko. Shia LaBeouf. Oh, someone else ate him.
No! I want to eat him.
I may have died.
Oh yeah, I see Shia. I see him. Oh God. Oh God. All right, you're good.
All right, my legs aren't that ticklish. I need to find like a weird. I'm gonna tickle your face.
Whoa.
Your face
Jen
is next.
Hero Brian just tried to kill me. Please don't tickle my face.
I'm gonna tickle your. Is your face ticklish?
I don't know. Probably everything is.
I'm gonna tickle her face on the next death. Wait, where are you anyways? I want to find you so we can do this. Where is Bommy? I don't know.
I don't know. Oh!
Are you alive?
Yeah. Oh God, there's just so many bowls.
Sicario.
I'm trying to survive. It's not easy. Life is hard for a little bowl.
Yes, it is. Soggy mustache seems to be after me. I'm nervous about it. My true love. Wait, is that you? No, it's
What's
not.
up, Shia? Oh, God. Oh, goodness. How am I still alive right now?
I don't know. I really want to get you, though. Because I'm going to tickle your face.
No.
There's so many people around.
I'm wearing glasses.
So?
There's no room.
I'll just tickle underneath the glass. I'll tickle your eyeballs.
Do not.
I'll go for something weird. Uncle Chewy! Uncle Chewy! Was that you?
Oh.
That's you!
Who? Oh.
What?
Hi.
You! We're about the same size.
Oh, God. Oh,
What are you
goodness.
doing?
I don't know.
You're so haphazard.
What?
This is how you die all the time.
I know.
Alright, don't eat me. I'm coming for Jen.
I live on the edge.
Jen's pervert look. Ooh, I just ate it.
What?
That was her name.
Pat and Jen 4D win.
Where are you? I totally lost you.
Good.
Alright. I need to gain some size here. Yes! Alright, I'm growing. I'm growing. Is that you? Boom!
Oh!
Got you!
Ah! Ow! Tickled in my mouth.
Alright, apparently your face isn't ticklish.
No, it's not.
Alright, I'm ashamed.
Actually, it's really ticklish. So,
Ticklish.
if you want to touch it more, you should tickle it.
I'm not a mean person, so I'll just tickle something, less ticklish. Oh, be happy's after me. Gonna head in this direction. Your mom is pretty is right there. The Patinator! Come here.
Rest in peace, Squeg. I miss Squirtle.
Oh.
Yeah.
They got killed?
From you.
Shia LaBeouf.
You cannot be trusted with our pets.
I can't be trusted with anything. But I really want to get Shia LaBeouf and make my day
Yeah, get him.
be true.
Get
Just
Shia.
do it! Yes! I did
Yes.
it. Pop again. Yeah! I'm in a lot of pieces. I don't know if it was good, but I'm in 10.
Oz, the wet beacon.
You know, they the wet beacon. Oz the wet beacon. You don't get it? You don't get that?
I'm dead.
Uh-oh. It was a bad decision by me, but I got Shia, and that's all that matters.
Good.
That's all that matters. Oh, my right arm. Give me my arm back, dude.
I died before.
You died?
Oh, God, I died twice.
Jen, I don't...
Ah!
It picked up a creeper! Wait, what is it doing? Ah!
Hey guys! Crater! And welcome back to episode 2 of this troll series. Basically, you guys decide what mod.
What are you doing? Ew! Ew!
Alright, that was 6 seconds. Give me my right arm,
You're
yes!
violated right now.
I have to tickle. Alright, I marked down 2. And I ate my right arm, so I'm back to, decent size.
Oh my God!
Stop dying!
No!
You can't defend! You can't defend it!
I have to.
Or you'll die.
Yes.
Seriously, we're gonna be up to
It's either that or die.
We're up to about a minute-ish.
Are you serious? I'm gonna fall off the chair.
Don't move. Don't combine. This could be really bad. Oh, I'm good. Ooh. It was stressful.
I'm so creamy is number 3. Are you number 4?
No, that's someone else.
Okay.
Sadly. Not me. Should I get this? No, I'm gonna pop myself if I get that dude. Oh, I see I'm so creamy. They're right there.
You see them? Nice. Are they large?
They're really not that big. I don't know if I should be right here, though. Come here.
Don't follow me, please.
Oh!
Oh, God.
Oh, God!
Ah!
No! There's 2 people eating me! Oh! I'm going! Someone help!
You're gonna die. Oh, God, I died.
Oh, you did? I don't have time to tickle you.
Good.
I have no time for this. Alright, turn. Turn.
You can do this.
I hope I fit. I might be too fat. I'm pretty sure he's too fat, though.
Oh, it's Chuck Norris.
Alright, pop yourself. Oh, I'm okay. I don't know how I survived.
Survived?
Yeah,
oh,
somehow.
Goodness. Master Balls. Ooh.
No, stop dying. I can't even play. You've died so much. Tentacles. They were probably hoping you were going to say that one, though.
It was John Smith.
Uh-oh. Squeeze through! Yes! and we're going until I die, and then the video's over.
Okay.
All right?
Ah!
Stop dying! I'm just adding to the end at this point. I'm sick of tickling you every 5 seconds. All right? I'm just adding it to the end.
Thank you. Ooh.
Wait, I might be able to pop someone.
All right, come on.
I don't usually go for this.
It.
But I'm gonna do it! Pop them! I popped some. Oh god! Bad.
Oh my god, this is it! This is it!
I shouldn't have popped
I might have died twice.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I popped them. I may have died though.
Are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Oh, good.
Hey,
I
buddy,
mean, no,
please.
it's not good. I want this to end. Can you die soon, please?
Come here, Latvia. Boo!
Yes!
I was really close.
What
Why you don't
the
beat it?
That was so close.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh god! I'm fine. I'm good.
No! Someone needs to go get him right now.
Dr. Tresaurus, it really does say that. Maybe that's why you said it that way.
Oh, that's probably why.
Maybe. Fine.
That was someone else, though, that I ate.
It was. Come here, soggy mustache. Give me all of this. Yes, I just grew a lot. But the big dudes, like
Are
the
you
leaders,
serious?
the leaders are right here. That's the bigger problem. Like the. Ah! I don't think so, Wolf. Noob. Yes,
No.
I said it.
Oh, no!
I said it. Oh!
Stay away from me!
Hey, like to play? Then play a big game. Attack. Fire. Give orders. Defend yourself. Launch torpedoes. Maneuver. Conceal yourself. Survive. And win. World of Warships. Play for free on worldofwarships.com.
Stay away from me!
I'm dead.
Yes! It's finally over!
Alright, you get to tickle me first, and you've got 12 seconds.
Alright, cool.
Alright, what? Oh, you got it, please.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Not that
10,
bad.
11, 12.
Alright, let me just see. I don't even know how many you have, and it's so scribbled from the match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, about 17 times.
No!
So 17. Let's do a little math here. 17 times 3, 24, 3, 51 seconds.
No! No! Oh,
Come
God!
here. Come here.
This is the worst day of my life.
I'm gonna actually sit on your hand, so you can't use it to defend. Hey, what's going on, dudes? It's Pat, and welcome back to another video.
Hey, guys!
So, Jen, today we are checking out fidget spinners.
Alright, first of all, before we start watching these videos, can you please explain to me what all the excitement about these little spinning objects is all about?
Alright, so I really don't know, but it's been spammed all over my YouTube channel. People are like, Pat, when are you gonna do fidget spinners?
What does that even mean?
And I'm like, what? What? And like, no matter what I type in on YouTube, on the side there's like fidget spinners absolutely
I mean,
everywhere.
They do look so fascinating.
And I'm like, what is it? Looks like a gear for a clock. So, dudes, Okay.
Alright, I need to find some victims.
Oh, this dude's getting trapped over here, but if I trap the trapper, then I'll be the trappiest.
Oh yes, someone died right next to me. This is perfect.
Alright, so things are going well for you?
Very well. Someone else just died.
Rank 8, Jen, what about you?
16.
But you're gonna hit top 10.
Oh my god.
That would be unbelievable.
Awesome.
Alright, so things are actually going really good for Jen.
Really, really good.
Oh, Puppet.
What? You haven't played World of Warships yet? Why the hell not? Play.
We just need something to entice them.
What's up, dudes? It's Pat, and welcome back to another video.
Hey guys.
So today we were playing a single-player map called Arendor.
And I'm in control today. I'm all by myself. It's really weird. I'm very lonely.
So we can only play with one player. I figured it'd be more entertaining to watch Jen in control, and I will read all the story for you, okay?
Alright, so where are we right now?
I don't know. We're in like a weird hallway.
Let's go out here. This is gorgeous. Look at all the mountains.
The Factus presents. Finally, I finished unpacking my luggage. It's time to relax and enjoy what's left of tonight.
Look at this massive building.
Like, where are you?
I don't know.
The Rocky Mountains? I guess this is how it feels to be alone.
Oh, so sad.
It's funny because Jen's in game alone too.
Hashtag forever alone.
Away from home. Friends.
This is very upsetting.
It's a sad start to a.
I'm
to
just
a
gonna jump off.
Family.
I can't even do that.
Jen is stuck here. Forget about it, Aaron.
How do I get out of this?
Well, that's your name. You're Aaron,
Oh,
okay?
oh, okay.
You're gonna live this way, and complaining about it is not a good first step. I feel like I'm telling you this.
I can't go back in.
Well, as long as I've got this Furnex phone, I guess I'm not completely alone. Hold your Furnex 5X phone.
Okay. Do I just click that?
I think that it's in your inventory.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is.
Alright, so scroll onto it. There you go.
Alright, let's call someone. It's 9:43 a.m. Oh, it's early.
I love
I'm
your.
not usually a morning person.
I love your furnace background.
Alright, right click to unlock phone.
Oh, it's from your
My
mom.
mom texted me. Good night, Aaron.
Oh, I guess that's a good idea. I'm really tired anyway. It says deselect your Furnex phone to unlock it. I mean to lock it.
Go down to your room, okay?
So dudes, if you enjoy Minecraft, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Also, leave a comment down below. Let us know you subscribe if you enjoy this, and I'll be commenting to a ton of you dudes. And yeah, that's about it. So Jen, I think that's your room.
Aaron Carabine, that's me. Okay, let's go in here. You may not rest now. You must turn off the lights. Okay, who's telling me this?
Why don't you check to see if there's anything in the chest?
Oh, okay. I can't even open it. You may not rest now, you must charge your phone. Oh, there's the charger right there.
This is like really up to date, this map. You gotta like charge your phone before you sleep.
Look at it, it's charging.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
Amazing. Can I go to sleep now?
Okay, so Jen is sleeping, and this is probably why we couldn't play this multiplayer. There's only one bed right there. Aaron door. Right click to pick up your phone.
Right. Oh, there we go. 3:19.
What time is it?
I don't know.
In the morning? It says right click to unlock phone. Hello, Aaron Carabine. You have been randomly selected to participate in the official Andesite agency organization group.
This sounds very sketchy.
I know, like this is a random text. We are an organization group. We are in need of a special agent to perform an Arctic ad mission. Please inform your parent or guardian about your disappearance for a few days or weeks.
Okay, this is starting to sound extremely weird.
Especially when they say a few days or weeks. There's a big difference. We will contact you again once that's done. Sincerely, Aaron. I cannot read from where I'm standing.
Eric Green, captain of the AAO. Okay, why not? We have nothing better to do with our lives.
Okay, so what are you doing right now?
There was some talking happening while you were reading that.
Wait, what? Andesite, the creators of the Furnex phone. Well, I've got nothing.
Get ready to rumble into back-to-back premieres. You want beef?
That was a veggie burger, you fool!
It all starts with a brand new Thundermist tonight at 8/7 Central, followed by an all-new Mickey, Ricky, Diggy, and Dawn, only on Nickelodeon.
This is the greatest day of my life!
Got nothing better to do? Why not?
Exactly, let's do it.
Okay, so get back to your phone.
Okay, wait, I want to go over here. What's this?
Oh, it's just a beautiful view, isn't it?
Oh, it's like a nice little balcony.
So you can always see the view of the mountains if you want to.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost. Oh, okay. All right, so let's go onto the phone.
It says right-click to send mom a message. Oh, you sent it already?
Mom, I need to go for a few days for some sort of mission.
Do you really think that's what you would say? Thank you. In order to become an official Andesite agent, you must first upgrade your Furnex device to an exclusive agent version. Ooh. And you said go up to the top floor. Well,
Okay.
it says that.
Okay.
A hidden agency upgrade station has been installed on the middle pillar on the top floor of your building. Please find it and input the code 719463.
719463. 719463.
719.
463. So what am I doing?
You're looking for the middle pillar, it said.
Oh, middle pillar. Okay.
That looks like it.
This one. This is it.
It's making noise.
Yes. How do I do it?
It says right-click the number pad to input code. Look around.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything on it?
Number pad. Oh, right there. Okay. So, 7. Wait.
Did you just hit 7 twice? Why did you hit twice?
No. Wait, how do I backspace?
Just mess it up.
Okay.
Wait.
All right. 7
1 9 4 6 3 7
3. Yes. Bingo.
Oh. How did they do that?
I don't know. What's gonna happen now?
Hold the Furnex 5X phone and right-click the upgrade station to upgrade phone.
Upgrade.
You have to click the station, it says.
Oh.
Phone's gone, they stole it, they were kidnappers.
This is really creepy. Ah!
Get your phone back!
I'm scared. I don't want to be a part of this.
You accepted, you messaged your mom, she didn't even reply back and you're already upgrading your phone.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Alright, take it out.
Okay, thank you.
Look,
Ooh, I'm an agent.
What did they do to your phone? This looks fishy, doesn't it? It says, click the application you wish to open.
Okay, what should we open?
It has like a little thingy next to the chat, so maybe you click on number 1.
Oh, okay, so, 1.
Maybe you click it in the chat. Why don't you try that instead? Actually click it.
What do you mean? Oh. Okay.
Since there's like a little thing next to it. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's like a bunch of people, a bunch of creepy people.
I have so many friends.
Alright, they said, okay, she's upgrading it now. Everyone please welcome our newest agent, Aaron Carabine. Welcome, Aaron. Greetings, Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Oi, EC. Hey, Aaron. And you have to right-click to send a message back.
Hi guys.
Open the plane app to summon your private plane? I don't know if we should go. Aaron will give you more information once you enter it.
Okay, so, which one did they say?
The plane.
The plane. There's a plane one.
You have a plane app?
All I have to do is press this button, and I get a private plane. Okay.
Let's see if Jen can figure this out.
Oops. Wait. Why did they choose me?
I have no
Of all
idea.
people.
Oh! The plane!
Gosh. Okay. Oh, look at the blue fire.
Wait,
that's an
That's
alien.
what I was gonna say.
Wait a second.
Should we go?
Okay, let's go. I want to meet some aliens.
Oh my god, it's pink! Hold the Furnace app forward and right-click the holder at the back of the plane.
Okay.
Okay, so that should be simple.
There we go.
Welcome aboard, Agent. Welcome aboard, Agent
Why is
EC.
there no one here?
Launching in 3, 2, 1. It's
I'm
private.
nervous right now.
I think you're already somewhere. Did you take the phone back?
Okay.
Incoming call from Agent High.
Hello? Hello?
Greetings, Aaron.
Hi.
My name is Harry Isel. I'm your assistant for the Arctic Admission. Sorry. The mission is simple. All you need to do is set up an advertisement in a shop for the Furnace phone in the South Pole. Are you just...
Wait, what?
Is this an advertisement for their phone? This mission is very important. Our rival company, Sapling, is in tie with us on popularity. Do people even live on the South Pole? Antarctica is the only place where both our Furnace device and Sapling Iron phone haven't been advertised in. However, this is not just about which company wins. Sapling has a secret motive that only we know about: mind control. Inside their labs, there's a hypnotizing image that they will stream.
Get ready, because these kid bakers are so good. So good.
I want to do my best to stand out to Duck Valley.
Look at you. Your bake treats of skill.
Amazing.
And imagination.
You're messing with my head.
Will blow your mind.
Kids rock.
All new Kids.
What's up, dudes? It's Pat, and welcome back to Minecraft Story Mode.
Hey, guys.
So we are finally going to get the power to take on the Wither Storm.
Finally.
I don't know if it's gonna work? It's probably not, considering I know there's 5 episodes to this.
It's definitely not gonna work.
But I can't wait to see what happens next. And I can't believe the story's just been so ridiculous. If you didn't see the last episode,
So good.
just go watch it right now.
You
Because
have to.
you're missing out.
Grab some ingredients and craft a weapon. I'll show you how to enchant it.
Sweet. Ooh, I get to choose.
Can we have the pink armor?
Shut up.
Please.
Alright, what do I want to do? Chest first.
Let's see. There's a bunch of crafting stuff and diamond score.
Yay!
Alright, so I don't think I can take the armor in the back, sadly.
Oh no.
Alright, so can we craft some armor?
So I can craft whatever I want, huh?
I only have 3.
Anything at all.
An axe.
Oh, nice.
Let's go there. Let's go there. Get my diamonds. I guess this is gonna be my weapon. I don't want to make an axe
Can we make a sword?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it too. Why do you say an axe?
I don't know.
Hold on a second here.
What are we gonna be chopping down trees?
Guess I could pickaxe, a shovel.
Yeah, what? I just went with the first thing that came out of his mouth. Yeah. It's when I opened this, it's the thing that showed, I was like, oh, we're supposed to make an axe. But no, a sword, obviously. To build diamond sword.
Alright, we did
Maybe
it.
enchant it or something.
Yay!
Awesome. I've never owned a diamond weapon. Just wait till you enchant it.
Alright, time to enchant it.
This isn't exactly an enchantment table, but it's a book, so we just put it in with this, I guess.
This enchanting book is made of.
Alright, so put this down. Then we put this down there.
Warning! Warning! Whatever you do, do not say history is boring. Someone.
Put this down.
Popular and was Minecraft story mode.
Here are some matching videos.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Pat, and welcome back to another Minecraft video.
Hey, guys.
So today we actually have something super special for you. We are playing Minecraft Story Mode.
I've been...
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Pat, and welcome back to another Minecraft video.
Hey, guys.
So today we actually have something super special for you. We are playing Minecraft Story Mode.
I've been so excited to play this ever since I saw the awesome trailer that came out for it.
I know, I'm so pumped for this one. It's actually supposed to be like Minecraft, except with like story and characters and stuff like that. And growing up, I love Final Fantasy games, so I'm super pumped for this one.
Me too.
So I think this is the first release of 5 parts. So guys, if you're looking for a playthrough, you found it right here, so definitely subscribe for that. So let's do this.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, play button. Here we go.
Oh, we got to choose what we look like.
Oh no, Jen's gonna make us choose something weird.
Do we be the girl?
No.
Look, we even get noses.
Let's look at all of them.
Okay.
Different girl. They're so happy.
They are.
Oh my god. Alright, let's check out the guys. Come on. Buttons and
I
suspenders.
feel like he looks a little strange. I don't know.
He's like a pig nose.
He does.
Alright, this guy's still suspenders.
Oh my god,
Oh my
I love
God.
him. He has like a creepy, sketchy look on his face.
Yeah, did you see the thing with the eyebrow?
Yes.
Alright, wait, do it again. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's us.
This is us.
That's totally us.
If you combined me and Jen into a character, right here.
Yes.
This is it. This is our choice.
Let's do it.
And then the story begin.
Oh look, it's us.
We're like so fascinated by this. We're like, we've never seen Redstone before. We're like the leader of the group. Are you ready?
That's a bad sign. Yes.
Hey guys, during the cutscenes, we're gonna try to be quiet, but it's hard.
It's really hard for me not to speak. I always have a lot to say.
I know. Try watching TV with her. You can't do it.
Never shut up.
She talks more than the TV does. So shh.
Okay.
Shh. Here we go. Bum bum bum. This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play. That's scary.
Nothing built can last forever, and every legend, no matter how great, fades with time. With each passing year, more and more details are lost, until all that remains are myths, half-truths. To put it simply, lies. And yet, in all the known universe, between here and the far lands, the legend of the Order of the Stone endures, unabridged as self-evident.
Ashley Home Store is North America's #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer because we know that every Tempur-Pedic mattress is designed to absorb movement at night, serving up peaceful sleep for you and your partner. Get special financing on all Tempur-Pedic mattresses now at Ashley Home Store.
Fact. Indeed, it is only a troubled land that has need for heroes, and ours was fortunate to have so long ago 4 heroes such as these.
Elsa's castle?
The warrior, before whose sword all combatants would tremble. Eligard, the redstone engineer, whose machines would spark an era of invention. Agnes the rogue, who would channel his destructive creativity for the benefit of all.
Agnes the astronaut.
The architect,
That's me!
builder of worlds, and leader of the Order of the Stone. These 4 friends together would do so much to gain their rightful place as 4 heroes. Their greatest quest would take them on a dangerous journey to fight a mysterious creature known as the Ender Dragon. In the end, the Order of the Stone emerged victorious, and the dragon was defeated. Their story complete, they slipped away into the pages of legend.
What a handsome man. Sorry, I didn't know what to say.
But when one story ends, another one begins.
Would you rather fight 100 chicken-sized zombies or 10 zombie-sized chickens? Just
Oh
to
my
be
God.
clear,
Oh,
they
we get
didn't
to
have
choose
any
zombie-sized
weapons or
chickens.
armor, so you'd have to fight them with your hands.
My hands? Definitely zombie-sized
Oh my
chickens.
god.
It's just a hypothetical question, Jesse.
I don't think I clicked it in time.
I've got a daylight sensor on the roof, and if I did this right, these lamps should turn on once it gets dark. I didn't want to just leave Ruben here with nothing while we're at the building competition.
He's coming with us.
Really?
Oh, he's so cute.
What kind of question is that? Of course he
Okay,
is.
I'm not saying he shouldn't come. I'm not. But don't you think it's a little weird that you take him with you everywhere you go?
No.
He kind of makes us look like...
Ruben's my best friend.
Those are people love pigs.
He's my wingman. People always want to talk to the guy with the pig.
You need to talk about the guy with the pig. Like, look at the weird guy with the weird pig. How weird. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm glad he's coming. I just don't want to give people one more reason to call us losers. I'm getting tired of it.
Just embrace it.
I'm tired of being a laughing stock.
Embrace being a loser.
Oh,
If you
God.
do that, you can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
What if I want to be a winner?
Well, accept that. Anything else, though?
All right. Fine.
You hear that?
What is that noise? We're gonna die.
It's the leak in the faucet.
Oh!
Oh, God.
You guys totally freaked out.
He looks like a scarecrow.
What's the matter with you?
Great. Now I'm gonna smell like a pig in Endercon.
Right comment. Right in the balls.
Yeah, Axel.
I've had good times and now I'm being punished for it.
You scared us half to death.
Nothing is fun if you're not scared half to death.
Did you bring the fireworks?
Of course I did. I even brought something for the little guy.
Nice.
You brought Ruben a disguise?
We're going to
Oh
a
my God.
convention. Somebody's gotta wear a costume.
Epic.
That is so amazing.
He looks awesome.
He does.
Awesome.
It only took me like 1,000,000 hours to build it.
All right, all right.
Just add costumes for pigs into
Definitely brought
Minecraft.
fireworks, right?
Yes, I'm ready. Waiting on you guys.
See, now he's your wingman.
Stop.
Hurry up and grab your stuff.
We'll meet you downstairs, okay?
Okay.
Oh!
Oh, you're in control.
Alright, let's do this.
I love Ruben. He's my favorite.
Use the mouse to look around and WSD to move. Alright, let's look at this
Is it
dude.
like hard to control?
It actually is a little bit weird.
He looks weird.
Alright, let's see.
The warrior. You think we'll ever get that famous?
Yes.
No.
It's not possible. Maybe I'll get famous for my sweet poster collection.
Oh, we're so cool, aren't we?
Oh my god.
Alright, let's see. Oh, we're gonna do the chest. Alright, let's do it.
Shears, definitely taking these. Never know when I might need to shear some sheep.
This is so cool.
This is like so unexpected. I didn't know what to expect in the game.
Let's look at the other banner. We got a pair.
We're gonna win the Endercon building competition.
That's not a pair.
People
I thought it was too.
Those Jesse and Ruben, winners of the Endercon building competition. You really should change the name.
The bear competition.